So we don't delay too long, since we're already 20 minutes little past due. Let's see, connection is good. Is the audio quality alright for everybody? I'll take that as a yes.
I'm ready to start.
Alright. Like I said, let's do like a small little self-introduction, so we'll go in order. So if anybody wants to start with like your character and maybe some small details about him. Anybody's feel to start, or I can just pick one of you.
Let's start from left to right, I guess, with Boreal, and then me.
Sounds fair. Well, Oliver, you wanna tell anything about Boreal Spring Walker?
Alright. So, Boreal is a wood elf. He comes from a peaceful forest where he was one of the local village defenders, one of the Kithband warriors. However, because it was such a peaceful forest, about 100 years in, he got bored out of his mind. Because literally nothing ever happened there. So he decided one day he's going to explore the world, see things other than the same 75 trees surrounding his village. For the last few years, he's been traveling to and fro. He's been making his money with the parlor trick of challenging people for archery contests and being a bit of a cheat and setting the targets so far away that regular longbows have a hard time hitting them, but his elf bow can. Other than that, he looks fairly typical for a tribal wood elf. He has facial tattoos, though they are a bit less obvious than others. Longish brown hair, just these tribal leathers, long cloak. He looks like someone who came out of wood, basically, which he is.
Why do I imagine like twigs in the hair?
He may on occasion have twigs in his hair. And or straw, but for different reasons.
Alright. Next up is Helmut Bauer.
Helmut Bauer is the son of a Reiklander farmer. He was very religious and fanatical patriot, an empire loyalist ever since he was a teenager, and he decided to become a priest of Sigmar. So he left everything behind, including his mother, father, and brother. He went to Aldorf to study to become an initiate, to become a priest. And, one day, while on an errand for his master, a priest who was his mentor and teacher and guardian, he happened upon a notice calling people to adventure for a quest to reclaim a great infamous treasure. And while reading it, he has one of his rather regular seizures when he falls to the ground and twitches violently. And during those moments, he usually has epiphanies, and this particular time, his epiphany was that Sigmar wanted him on his quest. He is absolutely convinced that he's destined to stop something, a great evil, something terrible from happening. And so he packs what little he has and goes on the quest to Erengard, where he is about to meet you. At the moment, he's looking for a group to adventure with.
Fair enough. Next up is Ulfgar, Forgebreaker.
Alright, Ulfgar is a dwarf. He hails from Bar Akbar. He is a smith, blacksmith and weaponsmith at the moment. He's looking for something more in life. You know, he spent the last 20 years as a tradesman in Barkvar, and he's looking for adventure and, I guess, that next leg in life. He has a couple piercings.
Still young, huh?
I'm sorry.
Off to see the world while he's still young.
Yeah. You know, 75 years old. That's pretty young for a dwarf. He's got a couple piercings. Other than that, he basically looks like a tradesman.
Alright.
Usually covered in soot.
Fair enough. We don't need any more than that. Next up is, let's see if I can pronounce this name. Oruna Vitas? Look up.
Oh, alright. Well, my character's an elf, and she's a huntress. So, normally she does, like, hunting for wild animals to sell. That's her job.
How do we pronounce her name properly?
Aruna.
Auruna?
Yeah.
Oruna.
Auruna. Okay.
And she does have facial tattoos as well. Those are elfish traditional stuff.
Okay. Fair enough. Next up is Dolgrim.
Dolgrim was born in Carrickhearn, in the peaks of the Black Mountains on the southern border of the Empire's Moot border princes. He was brought up working in the mines as his clan fathers before him. When he came of age, he decided to dedicate his time to protecting the clans of his Carrick, and hoping to earn a proper name. He joined the ranks of the Shield Bearers. Having spent several years fighting greenskins and other underworld denizens down there, he decided it was time to set out and see the fighter world, new to the service world and the human cities around him. He's a little disconcerted and thrown off by their rapid ways, moving all over the place and not really paying attention to what their actions or how their actions impact others around them. He spent the last few months working for caravans, guard duty, escorting things around the lands of the Moot. Found it easy to find work, as the dwarven reputation for capability perceived him. He's tall for a dwarf, a little bit above average at just over 5 foot tall, but he's lean. He still stockier than the average human, but lean for what you would expect for a dwarf, especially one that tall. Recently, he got wind and have been hearing stories about the lords of the various lands seeking people to reclaim lost treasures, and thought that would be a great way to earn a good name as well as some money, and maybe recover some lost treasures along the way. He's got copper-colored hair, thick braided beard down just past his collar to his chest. He keeps the sides of his head shaved, and he's got a piercing on his left brow. Aside from that, no real distinguishing marks. Looks very similar to the image that I'm using.
Alright. And lastly, we got Robin Marcel.
Robin is relatively tall considering the times and the fact that he's a human knight from Bretonia. He's pretty much the son of a relatively minor household and the youngest child, meaning at home there really wasn't a whole lot of room for him to do much of anything, and instead of rotting in some low-grade position, he managed to scrounge up some armor and a horse and set out on his merry way as far away from other Bretonians as he could get, on account of not wanting to share the glory with his compatriots and having to compete for the positions of, chivalry and all of that. Kind of mostly relies on the fact that people he talks to are going to be unfamiliar with him to actually get by and look proper, but around other Bretonians he's kind of a schmuck.
Fair enough. Any details about your characteristics?
Oh, more or less looks like the picture is actually pretty well toned. Pretty good with a sword, all things considered, but other than that, he's average. Not even particularly agile or anything like that.
Alright. Oh, I should probably do something. Give me a second. Alright.
The horse he has, for like anyone who actually knows a whole lot about equestrianism, is it's not a very good horse. Not the kind of thing you would normally see a knight on.
One of those old war horses.
Yeah. It's
give me a second. My roll 20 is
probably
lagging a
rather than an
little.
old war horse. It's like a young workhorse. Not entirely designed for its current purpose.
I mean, at least they gave you a horse. Alright, that's everybody, I think. Yes. Anyways, if you missed it, indeed you have been traveling towards the city of Erengrad in the region of Kislev, the realm of the Ice Queen, for a little gathering of some adventurers. And you have been called forth by the notices and billboards all over the empire and all around its electoral regions, calling forth for adventurers. And there is supposed to be a meeting in the city, let me check where it is actually. Yeah, but it's in the middle city square. And you have had quite a big travel, especially for people who obviously come from Kazakhstan, the Dwarven region, and Bretonia. Those are really far away. So you are slightly tired after your travel, but in the distance you come one by one as you see the city of Erengrad in front of you. It is one of the biggest cities in the region of Kislev, and you see its majestic buildings in the distance as you're traveling on the road. You see the high towers of High City and many of the towers and tall mountain on the top visible from far away. And you see that the town is bustling with people as you're coming through the roads, and you see this huge training crowds where you see some Soldiers training for the day. As you come to the gate, city guard, you see that there's like a little watch there, and they let you pass as you heading into the town. Now, if nobody shopped, this is your last chance, really, to do some personalized shopping. If not, we will continue that off session because we will not do shopping too much in session. I mean, if you need to, you need to. That's a good opportunity for some roleplay, obviously.
Can I do some shopping?
I mean, if you need to.
Actually, still need to roll for starting gold too, I think. Or did I?
Yes, everybody gets some starting gold.
I don't have like rations and water.
That is definitely one of the things that you guys should probably buy is some rations if you don't have any.
Yeah, and I'm gonna starve with me.
I
Say,
mean,
like I'd buy a gold piece worth of rations or something.
I think the starting stuff includes like some rations.
No, not
It actually does.
No.
No.
No. Yeah.
It is. I'm almost.
Oh. Interesting. My mouse just disappeared. I can't see my cursor.
It is. Where the heck is it?
5 silver pieces. 6.
Yeah, 6 silver pieces per week.
That's expensive.
Well, 1 gold is 20.
20 silver.
And 1 silver is 12.
Oh, thank God I fixed my cursor somehow. But yes, you got the money right. Let me copy that over for you guys also, so everybody will remember it in the future. In terms of the trading money for giftless money, I don't really mind if you just spend normal money. Otherwise, we have to go in all kinds of boring cold transitions.
So, in short, 1 gold is almost a week of worth of rations because then you have like 8 silver left.
Yeah.
Whoa.
1 gold is 3 weeks of rations and 2 silvers left.
Where is the money?
I thought it was 20 silver, 1 gold.
Yes, and 6 golds is a week's worth of rations. So if you have 6 silver for a week and you get 20 silver per gold, then that's 3 weeks
There you go,
of
guys.
rations plus 2 silver left.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Yeah, that's in the extra stuff is the cold
Remember,
transition
rations are
rate.
50 units of encumbrance. So, if you're gonna have 3 weeks, that's 150 units of encumbrance. I don't know. I am more heavily encumbered than most of you.
Yeah, that's always a problem when you're a little heavily encumbered.
Yeah, like a water skin full is 30 units. Common clothing is 15 units. Your backpack is 20 units. Your blanket is 10 units.
It is interesting that you are correct that you don't get any starting rations. You get like blankets, you get a wooden tankard, you get a cutlery set, but you don't get any rations.
You don't need to write this down now because some of us have, and we can tell you whether you have what you need or not. Well, you have the basics for eating. And
Yeah.
drinking.
But I assume that everybody will head into the town square.
Yeah, I'm definitely heading in towards wherever this meeting is supposed to be. I spent most of my money from my last caravan escort making my way here.
You see like this big gathering in front of you as you see groups of adventurers gathered up into already pre-made groups, and you see them making some light talk as you see like this mansion in the front of you, as you see like the one of the lords of the town over there just preparing for like a minor speech, and you see like the captain of the guards is with him making sure that the situation is calm and everybody knows their place. As you see, even some town guards are here keeping the peace, and you see even some normal citizens and peasants looking like, what's going on? What's this? And they look in wonder.
Where do we put our tokens?
You can put them wherever you wish. Wow, somebody has their television on pretty loud.
I think we can hear a television or something.
Yeah.
Oh. You wait around for a little bit in the crowd. You don't even really need to place your token, but if you want, feel free to. But you're there. As you see the Lord open up like this little parchment as he opens up with Greetings all adventurers, it is good and kind of you to make it all the way down here in Kislev to Ehrenkrad, our lovely little town. My name is Kevin Clark. I'm the house in the House of Lords in this town. It is good of you, all of you, to come here as requested. I see that we have gotten many volunteers, and most of them seem to have a group already. As you know, according to the notice, you are all going for a little adventure, but we cannot just choose all of you. It is better to have quality over quantity after all. So, we are going to have a little competition. Our adventuring board has several quests for all of you adventuring troops to accomplish, and by the end of the week you will gain points by completing these minor quests, and whoever comes out with the most points will be the winner and will receive our blessing to go on the adventure. Now, if you don't have a adventuring group, please visit the local inn right down there and find yourself a suitable group to adventure with. Now, I will assure for all adventurers there are great plenty rewards and fame involved. So I wish you all good luck. As the little lord finishes up his conversation, you see like the adventuring groups already go towards the adventuring boards. Inside of the you see like this town crier with this huge board on the outside, and you see them taking all of the little parchments with all of the quests there. And you're kind of standing there on the streets currently with almost not too many adventurers left, but whoever is remaining is going to the inn that the Lord pointed out.
Then Helmut is going to the inn as well.
Yeah, Boreal is following.
I'm gonna walk over and grab one of the parchments and then walk towards the inn.
You all heading into the fluffy lily. As you head into this small little quaint bar, you see its condition is a little worse for wear, but it's still serviceable. As you see, many almost no citizenship here, but there are some adventurers here trying to gather up themselves a group to adventure with. Let me put in some population here. Obviously some of these maps are gonna be slightly empty, but you can use your imagination, obviously. You head in and you see some smaller groups have gathered, and you see the innkeeper serving some lovely ale. And you see like this big tray of like chicken legs on offer.
Boreal is going to look around for whoever seems like the strongest and tankiest. Someone who he can place between himself and danger.
Well, Dolgrim is carrying a shield, an axe, and medium armor.
That seems right perfect. Boreal is going to walk over to Dolgrim.
I have
Good day, Dwarf.
initiate robe and one-handed hammer.
Good day, Master Dwarf. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Boreal Springwalker, at your service.
Oh, very nice to meet you, Boreal. I'm Dolgrim. I assume that you're in need of additional traveling companions as I am.
That I am. And it seems to me like you enjoy getting into, well, the rough right in the middle of it.
Well, I don't know that I'd say I enjoy it necessarily, but I am good at it. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
As I personally prefer to be a bit more away from danger. It seems to me that our skill sets would complement each other quite well.
I would not disagree. It's always good to have someone with the means to defend you behind your back, if they're interested.
And it's always nice to have someone between yourself and the one trying to kill you. If I do say so myself. And he winks.
The protection of Sigma, Helmut adds while dropping in on your conversation, is also very important. If you'd have me, I'd like to offer that to this group. I'd like to join in as well.
Priest, huh? That can always come in handy. You Sigmarites are known for their willingness to wade into the thick of things. I would greatly have you, Dolgrim. This is Boreal.
Helmut,
Wow.
please meet you, Master Dwarf. Then I look at the elf. Boreal, is it?
Boreal Springwalker, at your service.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I shake your hand as well.
Now, we'd be fools to defy the will of Sigmar by leaving his priest here. You would be most welcome to join us.
Thank you.
Is there only the one other dwarf in here?
You look around and you see three dwarfs. in this little pub.
Any of them look like adventurers?
You kind of look around. You first see this like frail old dwarf who looks like he's seen his fair of adventure, but you kind of look at him and you assume his age is like a lot, and don't think his adventuring days is far past by him. Then you look at the other dwarf, and it's a female dwarf, but you think she's maybe a little too young, and think she's probably just a waitress here as you see her serving drinks, or maybe she's just excited to go out and see the world. But on one of the tables you see like this pretty well looking tradesman.
I'll walk up to the tradesman. Greetings, kin brother.
Hi, good evening.
Are you here for part of this exploration that these human lords are promoting?
That I am, but I'm also here for the ale.
Well, when aren't we? Well, I'm here in search as well, and I've found a few already. I'll gesture back behind me to the elf and the samurai. Brother of Sigmar, and looks to be a woodland elf to me, seeking the same. Might you be willing to join us, or do you already have companions?
I'll give a quick look around the rest of the group. I guess we could use some more dowry help, huh? I'd be happy to join.
Well, that'll be perfect. I'm Dolgrim. The elf is Boreal, and the priest is Helmut.
A pleasure.
Nice to meet all of you. So who's got the first round?
Well, Dwarf, normally I would say that we should wait for the ale to celebrate our first successful mission. But in this case, I suppose one to celebrate the formation of our team would not go amiss. I believe I will be picking up this round.
They do offer you like one free ale. Well, for adventurers.
From you. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Before I came over in here, I got the flyers that they were posting, listing all the quote events. I'll look around real quick. Do we see anybody else who appears to be looking?
Like an adventure, or like what are you looking
like
for?
Adventurers looking for a group.
You do see like some more people, but most of them have already gathered up. You see like some people who look like they're looking for an adventure, but you like with your keen experience, Ty, you're like, oh, that guy is probably gonna be more of an hindrance, as he's carrying like this turnip around as a weapon. But you do look at the like near the innkeeper, and you see like this like a knight of sorts, and he seems to be alone. As you see him wearing like a helmet and a mail shirt.
Yeah.
Oi, knight.
And who might you be?
Pilgrim, you look like you're looking for more people. We certainly could use more.
And who do you have with you so far?
Well, we've got myself and another dwarf here, a priest of Sigmar, and a woodlands elf.
No other Bretonians, then.
You're a long way from home, sir.
Good. Good.
Don't know much of the difference between the Bretonians and those of these local lands, so I couldn't tell you.
Honor. Honor is the difference.
Surely there are enough merchants in here from Britannia and other lands. If you're so keen on seeing some of your countrymen.
On the contrary, I look forward to avoiding them.
Well, seeing as we don't have any, and the majority of us aren't human to begin with, I don't think that's going to be much of a problem.
Then we are agreed. He extends his hand down to the dwarf.
I'll take it and shake it.
I do the same.
When it's burning, I'll just look
Another
over these
stout,
lips.
strong arm in our
Mhm.
troop.
Yeah. They never go amiss, do they?
A Band of Five, a classic of old stories. Well, far be it from me to suggest that we break up this fortuitous occurrence of having 5 people. Perhaps an additional one for the back line would not go amiss.
Yeah. Never hurt.
If you'll forgive me right now, we have plenty of people who
As
can
you
solve them, but
are
few
indeed
who can reach those who are in the distance.
talking about this, you do see like this pretty young elf come in through the door, and she's like, "I'm late." I would assume, like she has like that look that she's late. And
Not
you-
fair.
I'll point
I mean, you were late.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
would be an archer as well.
You do see a longbow.
Well, she does seem to be carrying a bow.
Another wood elf. Oh, someone.
Me?
Oh, forgive me. I'm just surprised. I usually don't see a lot of woodland elves.
He's not wrong. Few of us leave our groves, and fewer yet venture so far away from them. It is a pleasure to see kinfolk, all the way out here in snowy Kislev.
Yeah, especially in Kislev, there are almost like no dwarves. If I recall correctly, the percentage of elves around here is like 1%.
Oh.
And half
Wow.
of them are in the park right now.
I
Yeah.
would guess that is rather the moon. But, hello, my name's Aruna. I was looking for a group, but it seems that I'm late.
A meeting of your kinsmen?
What do you say?
A meeting of your kinsmen? Other
No, I believe she was looking for a group like us. In which case, I believe, and he looks around, that we would be welcoming one more member.
Thank
Of
you.
course, we would be pleased to have you if you'd like to travel with us.
So long as you can pull your weight, of course.
I am well versed with the bow. And I try to
Okay,
show
good.
up, but I don't think I can shoot inside the establishment.
You do see like a dartboard if you really want to show off.
Yeah,
But
I can try.
that's for darts.
Yeah,
Well, it is true. Most of us elves do know how to handle their bow. And he elbow bumps the ale-drinking dwarf. I guess some prejudices do have their, cause in fact.
So, what are we doing?
It's a
Now we get
celebration.
to
Ah.
their challenge, I believe.
Yeah, but did you guys already pick one of those up, or we have to go back to the crier to pick one?
You mean one of these?
We have not yet picked a job. We were just celebrating the formation of our new team.
It seems that one of you picked one, and I point to the person that showed the paper slip parchment.
I stand corrected then.
Yeah, I
Would you
figured
care to
it'd
lighten
be
up?
easiest to grab something on the way in instead of waiting and risking losing an option.
Smart move.
Quick
So-
thing on your part.
What is it about?
Haven't had a chance to really look at it yet.
Less smart move.
So, what does it say?
Do you open it up?
Well, yeah, I'll open it up.
Alright. It seems it's about a missing caravan in the hillside near Ehrenberg, a couple of miles south. It seems like a group of caravan was supposed to head towards... let me look at the town's name. Give me a second. I need to open up the big map. It was heading towards, the capital, Kislev itself, and it was going along the roads. But it seems like along the way it disappeared near the edge of Crovod Forest. And it seems that they want, whoever hired this job wants you to go and investigate why did it disappear. And if it's a threat, neutralize it. Or at least find the main cause of it.
I don't suppose any of you are native to these parts or have been living here long.
No,
I'm afraid not.
but I'm good at picking up trails.
That I am as well, so it seems lucky that you found us.
Then we are most fortunate, but I also would like to suggest purchasing a map of the region.
Seems reasonable, but I'm a good outdoor person. I believe I can find myself in a forest. There at home. But it seems reasonable buying a map.
Who needs a map?
Yes, just to know the direction in which we are going. We should pick off on the trail of the caravan. We should try to stick to its route until we capture some some clues that might tell us what happened to it.
Okay, on my part.
That all sounds good. Let's see if we can find a map and start heading.
It might be cheaper to temporarily hire on somebody who knows the area to pick up a map.
Isn't Kislev to the west?
It is towards like the southeast.
Yeah. Maybe I was looking
Well,
at that map
I
upside
don't
down.
think you need more trackers.
We are in Erengrad on the western coast of Kislev.
Yes. if anybody wants, in the extra goodies in the Discord chat, there is available the super detailed world map. If you want to follow along where you are traveling.
What would it take for us to find a map for us to have?
It's no problem. You find like a since this is like the city square and they're hiring adventurers, there's like this some small little like adventuring like a shop set up, like a like outside you see like this almost like a cart, but you see like all kinds of gear, like you see rations, fruit, jerky, a couple of swords, bow, arrows, and a whole bunch of like scrolls and maps.
Some enterprising general store was like, I got it.
Should be a cartographer shop somewhere in the city, or we might try the library, or just to give us the direction. I'm tempted to start with a bartender or the innkeeper.
Well, I did see.
They might know where to find the map.
I did see a cart out front that had a bunch of things as well. There's a chance they might have one. It had, rations hanging and other things that, well, frankly, any adventurer would need.
Yeah.
I walked to the bar and I addressed the innkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Master Innkeeper.
Yes. Right.
Could you point me into the right direction, please? I'm interested in purchasing a map of the area.
I see. Well, there is the library that way, or you could go to the cartographer shop, or the guy outside should sell some maps if he has them left over. And he points you all to, like 3 options.
Point me where?
Like one of them is like outside of the shop. There's like this small little cart. One of them is some walking the distance away is like a library, and then there's like a cartographer's shop in the high district. Also, my goddamn cursor is disappearing like crazy. I think I have some weird bug.
Much obliged. And I walk away and try to engage the fellow. How much does it cost? I ask him.
Yeah, you walk outside and you see like the little cart, and you ask for a map, and he's like,
How much for a map of the region, sir?
let me see, do they have a price for a map in the armory? Can't be more than a couple of silver, right?
Oh, then I purchased it.
It's probably fairly expensive because maps tended to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
need to
it's
check
the
if
Enderon.
there's an actual price for like a map. I doubt it, since I don't know if they sell any. Like, does this system have any maps? Tell you what, I will give it the price of 5 silver for now.
It has to have maps because they are trappings. Because why wouldn't they be? Why isn't everything?
Yeah, but my cursor is fucking up, so I can't do really anything.
Case, map, or scroll, 1 gold crown.
Oh, alright, it's 1 gold, thank you. Like, literally my cursor has disappeared, so I have to constantly alt-tab. So I know where the fuck I am.
And we can absolutely hire somebody who's familiar with the area on for cheaper than 1 gold.
But yeah, it's apparently 1 gold.
Yeah, we can just
We could-
get some.
We can order spin and buy the map. or we might trust a stranger.
Now, hear me out here. We are likely to be fulfilling several requests in this time frame, and do we even know what the adventure is going to be if we get the job?
No, they've not said anything other than the hints at recovery of treasure.
Now, it's quite possible that the job is also somewhere in the area, so perhaps spending for a map right now would be wise.
If we each kick in 6 silver, we can get a map without issue. Or 2 silver, excuse me, we can get a map without issue. Everyone seems to be quiet on that statement.
I didn't hear you.
I mean, the math was bad, but yes. Now, if everyone is willing to pitch in with 3 silver, I'm willing to cover the other 2.
Sure.
I'll give you 4, just that way you're not covering a lecture.
Yeah, we all can pitch in with 3 silver and we get the map. And I think the map should be held by the lady elf, because she is our guide dog, so to say.
Track her, please.
Isn't that the same word?
No, only one can be interpreted as you calling her a bitch.
Well,
Which seems unwise considering she has a bow and is going to be behind your back.
I was suggesting in jest that we are blind and you're guiding us. No offense meant, of course. I didn't mean to imply you're an actual dog, just that you're the one doing the tracking, and you're the one who knows how to get her better than any of us. I believe we should. The map will tell you much more than it will tell us. Which is all.
Helmut,
all
I
I'm-
don't think the backtracking is doing you any favors here.
Give me a second. Roleplay.
It seems so.
The hole grows deeper with each dig of the shovel.
Well, I would
Are you
assume
able to read the map?
as quick as possible.
Huh?
Are you able to read the map?
I know how to read.
Well, I would assume that we need to get going right away.
Yeah.
Though it's early, I don't know how well everybody can handle a long day and a weather's gonna be like tonight.
Fair enough. Let us go off then.
Okay, I fixed my fucking cursor by taking off the plug and replugging it. I don't know what's going on. But so you ready to
I'm proud
go?
of you, Marcus.
That was really annoying me because I couldn't see where I was pointing, so I was just kind of guessing.
So we
So,
have the map, we have the rations, we have the equipment, and we have a direction. So sooner than later, fellas.
yep. You head out and you are heading out of there. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe because I'm transferring over so many tabs that it could be a little glitched. I don't know. But you're about to travel out from Erengrad as you see many of the other adventuring parties heading out. But as you are nearing the gates and you're in the high city, you see it like this group of like soldiers led by like this arrogant looking noble with the high garb and like a almost like a golden rapier. Well, the hilt is like golden, and you see like his cloak is all like sparkling, kind of like silver. As he walks up to you and is like, with his like cell swords behind him, and is like, what's this supposed to be? An adventuring party? Give me a break. You know that I will beat you, right? That's not even a point to bother in trying to beat me. You know, I'm one of the sons of the lord of this town. I'm more important than you. And I will win the prize. Now, peasants, you can give up here. In fact, here. He goes for his like little pouch, and he throws 30 copper to the floor in front of you. There, just give up. Let me win, as I'm more important than you, and you know that I will win.
You're going to beat us? I was unaware you were married.
Surely, someone as grandiose as you could afford to insult us with a larger sum. 30 copper pieces isn't all that.
Well, that's all you're worth, trash. In fact, I will bet one of my ships against you. If you manage to win, one of my ships is yours.
I'm going to need that, please.
Now, get out of my way, peasants.
I really don't think that.
Sir, I believe you were going to give us that in writing. Now, far be it from me to question your honor, but surely you will want a document to prove that you have beaten us after the fact, right?
I don't need such things, but sure. Addendum, and you see like this clerk with all kinds of papers, and he writes up like really quickly like a basic contract, and it's like, sign that, peasants.
I'm going to read it. Do I know how to read?
No.
I can read, and what August?
what language is it written in?
It's in the Reichsspiel.
Alright.
I don't remember. What's the prerequisite for being able to read?
Having the skill read or write.
Do I need to roll? I don't.
No, unless it's like encrypted language, I'm not gonna make you guys roll. But it's like a basic contract that if he wins, he gains like your servitude for a year. But if you win, you get to keep one of his ships.
Oh shit, I don't think I speak Reichsspiel.
Everybody should.
Yeah, everybody.
Like common in this game.
Yeah, it's like common.
Excellent. Now, if someone who can write could sign this.
What say you, friends? Do you accept the nobleman's challenge? Speaking of,
Well, of course.
What extinguished and august family do you hail from?
I am Deacon Newman. I am the son of the High Harbour Lord of this town.
Does my academic knowledge in history ring any bell?
That you would have to roll for.
Oh, could I roll genealogy and heraldry to
Yes,
figure out if
yes.
I know this
I think that would be more appropriate to do it.
Yeah, any skill that you can figure. Yeah, you figure out that indeed this guy is from a noble lineage, but he is the second son of the High Lord Harbor Master over here. So he is not really that high up, since he's only the second son of the High Sea Lord.
guy. Yeah.
So what you're
Robin
saying is he's
raises a
one
finger.
dagger away from inheriting.
Yeah. Robin raises his pinky finger to the man, stating, this finger holds more noble blood in it than your entire body.
I would love to see that. No, excuse me, sign that. I have better places to be than in front of peasants.
Says the second son.
As he walks away, I pick up the copper.
I start chuckling and I put my hand on the nearest of the two dwarves and say, pay no heed to that master dwarf. He's just overcompensating for something, obviously.
It's
yeah.
very obvious.
We dignify it with taking it to heart.
Anyways, he leaves with your science papers and leaves you like a copy. Well, the clerk does after he fills it in.
Now, my dear friends, if I could have some hand signs, where between no and Sigmar no do you think he's going to land on actually honoring that contract when we beat him?
Doesn't matter to me. I got 30 coppers out of it.
But a ship is worth many gold crowns. Don't forget, a ship is worth many gold crowns.
True, but if he doesn't honor it, we've still gotten 30 coppers out of it. You see the way his sword is gilded? He's as liable to get mugged as he is to win anything.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I made an evaluating on his armor. And
It's pretty pricey, upwards of like almost like a couple of hundred gold in total.
mostly pretty, or
It's mostly pretty, or ornament style. It's not really practical.
Yeah.
It's only meant to look pretty, not actually like battle.
At any
Would there
rate,
be a way to?
at any case, we should pray that our future patron doesn't wander off into the dark side at night.
Yeah. Would there be a way to tell if the man, like, or would there be a role to figure out how good he actually is at sword fighting?
Yeah, that would be like a skill if you have like a trade equal worth of something involving battle, or maybe evaluate would be kind of more merchants. Maybe straight up intelligence could work to kind of figure out if he's any good, looking at his like posture and
Yeah. Alright, I can try rolling in real quick.
since that's not exactly like evaluate for battle skill.
Alright, no, I don't quite make it.
Yeah, not exactly. You kind of look him over one last time, but you're kind of like uncertain. But you can tell this much: the cell swords that he has with him, they look like they at least know a thing or two.
Yeah. See, like, worst comes to worst, the contract is probably grounds for a duel here if he declines it.
But with that, you pick up the 30 copper pieces. You're rich. And head towards the southeast. As you follow the road, you come by many small little towns. This is, I believe, since you almost none of you have horses. Well, the knight has. But the travel is a couple of days on foot as you go through the town of Zorn, Skonse, Krakujov, and you come to the site where you see the town guard of Krakunov. They're gonna stop you as you're heading out, as you have traveled like a day and a half or so, or maybe a little bit more. As you're stopping by some of the... You don't need to spend any rations right now because you're going kind of town to town, and you can just like eat for the day at one of the towns, so you don't need to spend any rations right now. But like I said, the town guard stops you and he's like, "Hey, you there?"
You just move 5 silver, right? Like 5 silver per day.
Depends if you want to spend the night at the tavern. Let me... I believe you are correct that it's 5 silver per day if you want to stay at a cheap inn.
Well, we can go big. I mean, I've got a gold coin. I'm sure we can pig out. and live the luxury life. But I'd advise against it for the time being.
I need to actually find the
Common
page
room is
for...
5 pennies.
Oh,
Probably
5 pennies, alright.
silver. Stabling is 10 pennies.
I will actually post that in the extra goodies so everybody can remember. So if any of you want to spend some money, go ahead and use that. And I will say those come with a simple meal at least, like gruel or like some water. But like I said, you travel one day towards Kraknuyov, and one of the town guards stops you. Hey, you! Wait a minute. Are you heading towards
We're good.
the southeast?
Are we?
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
We have to do just that, yes.
I gotta warn you. One of the caravans a couple of days ago got, a week ago, disappeared on that road in front of you. So be careful.
That's
Fascinating. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what we're off to investigate. Now, you wouldn't know anything more about this?
Not much. Other than that, there was a small caravan of 3 wagons and quite a bit of people. They were going across the road towards Kislev through the town of Oster. They'll come across a roadblock on the road, and they had to go around. But ever since they kinda disappeared.
I see.
well,
I suppose that does give us a start where to look.
And no,
I thank you very much for this information.
What did you say? You kind of spoke over each other.
I suppose since then, no suspicious-looking characters have traveled this way.
No. We had a couple of travelers come from the other road, but we're just warning people.
well, I find it odd that a caravan just suddenly vanished. Most likely it was taken and ran off
Brigands.
elsewhere. Brigands is my thought as well.
Is
Much
this
obliged.
a forested area?
I'll toss him a copper.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Do you know of any other caravans planning to head this way anytime soon?
Not in a couple of weeks.
Unfortunate.
There's a wagon inside of the town if you need to really talk to our merchant.
Appreciate it.
Is it a heavily forested area?
Unless you're heading towards the Crowwood Forest, no. It's a pretty hilly area.
Surely the tracks lead off from the road into the wilderness at some point.
Well, that I do not know. We haven't had the opportunity to send any adventuring groups that way. But I don't have anything else to say, so you're free to move on.
Yes,
Alright, and I thank you for your information.
let's just follow its route and see if the trails, if the caravan trails go into the wilderness, if they stray from the road. I'm sure that we might find some clues.
Sounds like a plan.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good.
If it's been attacked on the road, we're going to find some clues.
Yeah. You guys travel through the road. It's another half a day's travel as you're kind of traveling during the dusk. You come across like this, like a natural looking blockage on the road. You see like this weird like mounds of like almost like dirt blocking the road, like the main path.
Like, was it something that's been dug, or is it just...
It seems like it's more like dog.
Okay, that's strange.
I'll look it over.
Yeah, I want to look that over.
And see if my mining knowledge gives me anything.
And what would I need to roll for that?
That would be like perception is okay if you want to kind of look around, but it's not going to give you too much details. If you have a trade skill, that could be in quite valuable. Other than that, maybe you could roll like set a trap is not really fitting for this, but those are the few that I can think of. But yeah, you kind of look around the mount, but it's to you like you don't know. You just in front of you see like an unnatural mound. But Dolgrim, you're kind of looking it over, and your experience as a miner is. Mulla on nyt peli, en mä nyt kerkeä pari tuntia.
Do I think that is something concealed? Something...
You don't see anything too concealed here when you're looking it over, but like I was saying, Dolgrim, you especially look it over, and your experience in the mines is taught you a valuable lesson about spiders and their tactics to entrap some poor unfortunate people on the road and some of the mines, as they, especially when it comes to their feeding time. And in fact, when you're like going it over, you find like this like silky thread.
Alright, I'll hold up the thread. This looks a bit like it might have been some spiders. Had some experience with them back in the mines, and it's not unusual for them to use tactics, digging in sudden bursts to snatch the unwary.
Is this something that happens above ground?
I look back at the mound.
I must confess that is the first time I've heard of giant spiders. Or at least the first one I've seen something.
Same here.
It's not too often when they come up ground, since they're very like cave orientated. But you think that if they are forced to, they will come up top in search of food.
Okay, so what do you normally do when you see that kind of burrowing?
Root him out, kill him.
Okay, so
Depending
you're...
on the circumstances, you can try and smoke them, but that's probably not going to be as useful up here as it would be underground itself.
What would you suggest for now?
If I dig around a bit, does it look like I can find, like, does it look like there's an entrance point near this?
Not here, but you gotta look at the mound, and you do like a figure out maybe a way that they came from, but since your trade skill is not really like following tracks, you can't really find like a good track to follow, but you can guess a direction that they came from.
Yeah,
And
so
that's
if
like,
you're telling me that, can I do it then? Can I follow the...
yes, if
You'll
you
follow
have either I will allow perception or follow trail for this
Yeah, I
particular.
have followed trail.
Follow trail is obviously more in detail. Survival will also work. But it seems Boreal, as he's notified about this, the tracks, he instantly picks it up and points it out that he sees some old wagon marks on the ground.
Wagon marks?
Yeah, wagon marks.
Oh, I guess we found the missing wagon, probably. Where does it lead you, bro?
Oh, I was muted. It appears to be some wagon marks over here, and this looks like it's where they went off-road. You see those curves over here?
Hmm.
I believe those came from the studded wheels.
Mm.
Now, if this really is the place they went off-road, then I do believe we found a proper trail.
Well,
Why would
I
they
guess
venture this way, I wonder?
if the mound was in the way, just causing problems, they were probably just looking for a way around. And that
Yeah,
was-
if you assume that if they attempted to go through this mount with the wagon, the wagon would have definitely been damaged. Because the wheels are not intended to go like that deep of an angle. So they figured probably that it's easier just to go around.
Now, this is especially true if they figured out that this was the work of some cave-dwelling spiders. You would not want to pick up the hive of those things with your wagon.
They're better left avoided if you can help it, but sometimes you can't.
Anyways.
I'll,
Not
I think
I'll
we should
ready
pick
my
up the
axe
pace.
and shield.
We might even find a survivor or two.
here's to
Well-
hoping.
Yeah, but we are all assuming that could be spiders. Maybe it's man-made, and they were deterred to go to a specific place. Brigands could still be the option.
Well, as with most beasts, they can be trained. Vile
Yeah, that's
habits
a
will do
possibility as
so,
well.
but regardless,
we-
we do have a track that we can follow, so
Yeah. Do we find any footprints? Or
You,
just
you can follow the wagon path.
No, there's just wagon.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't come on foot. You do see like the horse, what do you call them, hoof tracks?
The hoofs.
Yeah.
Alright.
But you follow the tracks and you come by like this small little hillside as you're following it along. Let me actually transfer the map over and not be a dumbass. Let me center you guys on the map. There we go. You're coming from over there.
where are we entering? On the
From the bottom left. As you're coming to this like hillside, you do see like some leftovers of like webbing over here, and the dragon tracks are going like towards the north or upside of the map, if you want to call that. Oh no.
Sorry, my wife is gaming.
Sorry, give me a sec. I'm trying. working on getting the goddamn picture to drag from.
Yeah, you can just drag it over.
Click your
You
name.
can drag it over from.
Your journal, drag your name.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the name. Alright, I was trying to
Yeah.
drag the picture.
Yeah.
Should I have a separate one for the horse, or is
I assume that you will not use the horse in combat. It will flee and then you will not have a horse. Unless you want to
Yeah,
use
no,
it
that
mounted. If
yeah,
it is.
he's absolutely using it mounted.
Alright, then you can use it.
Alright.
Obviously, if you have a horse, unless you want to tie it to like a rock or something. No, I don't have any horses statted out, so you kind of have to look it up for yourself if you want to use it in combat. Otherwise, it's just gonna be kind of... what kind of a horse is it?
Check it out immediately.
Let me check it out.
It's a regular riding horse or a pony?
It's a light warhorse.
Like,
It's a light
Saddle.
Dude, you are loaded.
yeah, that's one of the better horses.
So the light warhorse won't flee because it is a warhorse.
Yeah, alright. I thought it was just like a normal...
30% weapon skill, 40% strength. Yeah, there you go.
Strength, sport.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you like a sheet when you can fill it out after we're done. You can even give it a name if you want. So that's Robin who has the horse.
300 gold coins. The cost of
I'm a
life.
big fan of naming all horses emergency rations. Every single one of my D&D horses has that name, and every single one will have.
How am I supposed to be a knight without?
Oh, don't worry, he will let you keep the head. Like in Godfather. But anyways, yeah, there we go. I made, by the way, everybody's sheet available to access for everybody, so you can take a look at the pictures if you want.
What?
No, everyone can see everyone.
Yes.
Haha, you fools! Now I can see you.
Wow, my Roll20 is still glitching out like crazy. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, yeah. So, shall you guys head forward or shall you stare at the webs?
I think those webs are very pretty.
The webbings look like the webbing that I found, or the silk thread webbing that I found over at the mound.
Yes, in fact, they do.
Yeah, there's some similarities between this and what was over at that mound. So.
Shall one of you take the front?
Robin on the warhorse will ride in front if nobody else does.
Tell you what, I will even do this for you for now.
So we're in a sort of canyon, a very narrow.
It's like a hill area. Really tall hills.
So if we go to the right, we fall.
You wouldn't fall, but you would have a hard time traversing. Because you're kind like this steep cliff, you might fall if you get a bad footing and like trip. But you could, with enough effort, you could potentially climb up.
Okay, so there are no walls to the
No,
right.
not really. It's just like a really steep, well, not really steep, but a somewhat steep climb.
It's a mountain trail, basically. The green part.
Yeah.
To the left is a wall. To the right,
Yeah, that wall over here is a little too hard to climb because it's like almost like a mountain. It's not like it's a proper like hill. But this over here, you could definitely climb that.
so that's above us as well.
Yes. This is the even plane here, all of this screen here, but this is like a hillside, and this is like a big rock almost.
Okay, I would try climbing here. To see
All
if I
right.
have better vision.
I will not require any check for that because it is, like I said, it's a pretty easy climb. It will take a little bit of effort, but you can get up there.
Do I see better in front of me?
Yes. You kind of look around and you see more of this, like, it evens out a little as you see, like, this flat hill in front of you. And you see a little bit more in front of you as you see, like, properly this wagon over here. And you start to see, like, this giant webbing.
Okay, I pointed out that I can see the wagon up front.
Also, like I said, it is somewhat dusk, but there's enough light out to see, but you can't see too far.
I have night vision.
Oh, okay. Obviously, well, if you have night vision, in that case, let me reveal
And
just a little bit
vision.
more.
Wait a minute. It's nighttime.
It's like dusk evening.
Oh, sunset.
Yeah.
But I believe that the dwarves are fine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the humans are in a bit of a pickle.
I mean, they can still see. It's enough, like, the sun is setting, so you can definitely see. It's not like you're gonna take nighttime penalties for fighting.
No, alright. I state what I see, that I can see the cart, but there's a huge ass spider web nearby. Close the wagon. Think you were right about that giant spider. I tried to roll for concealment to see if I can stealth.
Okay.
It's concerning.
No modifiers?
size of these webs.
Not really, since you're kinda in a visible place.
Alright.
I'll ready my action field.
I'm going to ready my action to shoot at someone, or something in this case.
I'm gonna burn a fate point to reroll that.
Okay.
Fortune point, you mean?
Yeah, for
I mean, they're pretty much the same thing.
yeah.
No, fortune points recover each day. Fate points are just to save your life or stop something horrible from happening.
I mean, that's what fate points are for. They recover each day and they save your ass.
Yeah, they do the same thing.
for each
Hey,
fate
is it-
point, you have a fortune point, and fortune points can be spent each day.
Well, yeah, you're talking about
They're different
defense.
things in Warhammer Fantasy, they're not different things in 40k. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I used one and I
Yeah, you like find enough, like you start to like crawl around a little and you have pretty good shade going that you can find some cover. I mean, you are still kind of in the open, but you're doing the most of it. Anyways, if anybody feel free to move forward, I will reveal more of the map as you come by. Okay, you come over here as you see like this main caravan over here. As you see this deep hole in the ground. That's as you see like a hanging wagon and quite a bit few people, and some of them are even wrapped in the silk threading of the spiders.
What wretched foulness is this? Quickly, we must rescue them. And I pull out my knife
Careful.
and start hacking at
Careful.
what web is in my way.
Mm-hmm.
Any movement on that webbing is gonna alert it. Point it out.
Well, I assume you don't just stand 100 miles back and watch me do it. Actually, I won't dirty my knife. I will just pick up a branch from the ground if there is one. If not, I'm going to use my dagger. But if
Sure.
not, I'm going to pick up a branch and start.
I mean, if nothing else, there's like this huge log here that you could just like break off a small piece from.
I ready my bow.
Okay.
How thick does this webbing?
It's pretty thick because it is holding up that wagon.
A wagon. And a couple of people.
It would definitely support you too.
Do they even look alive?
You do like see that they are alive, but they're not exactly moving much.
But they are moving. Good, good. We came just in.
Yeah, maybe a little. You would assume that they're probably out of it. You're not quite certain. If anybody has... What is it? Animal care? Animal training? Animal care, I guess, could work. Or any knowledge about, like, animals. You could roll that.
Cool. Give me a second. I think I have. I want to say it's animal care.
Yeah. That's the
Alright.
closest thing that I can think of.
Oh,
Maybe survival? Survival could
Yeah.
I
work
have
too.
I have animal training.
What about heal?
Tell you what, heal could also work.
I have animal. No, never mind.
Is that a log or a plank down there?
That's a log here. That's a log up there.
Oh.
Alright, Helmut, you look
99.
at one of the closest buddies next to you, and you know what spiders usually do is they inject you with like a paralyzing poison, especially the fully grown up ones have really potent that can paralyze you. So you can assume that the victims are paralyzed and saved for later.
Mm-hmm.
I assume I just don't get any.
They're knocked out of their asses.
Yeah.
Completely drugged and drugged.
But anyways, I believe somebody said that they're throwing like a stick on the weapon.
Yeah. Can I clear the webbing with a stick or break it with a stick?
You could definitely break it if you want. I mean, you could assume that it might break and the people fall down the hole. But if you wanna just like shake it with the stick, that could be possible.
Is the web above a great chasm?
Yeah, that hole actually in the map, it's there.
Then we should be careful not to break it because they might fall in, or who knows what might come out. What I suggest is we make a bridge on the web, like dismantle these carts and get some plants and create some sort of walkway to get to the people trapped in the web.
Or just use that big log.
Nah, because that big log would be probably too heavy and it might break it.
I mean,
What's
should
in
we
the
lure
wagon?
the spiders to us so we can fight them here instead of on the web?
Well, naturally, we're not
That'd be
fighting the
preferred.
web. We should be most careful not to even touch the web because we might get entangled. We don't know how sticky it is.
Well, we do have to actually, I think, lure them here and kill them because part of the request for the job was to eliminate whatever was causing.
Yes, but we should not risk the lives of these people.
I'm gonna kick some dirt onto the web here next to me.
Uh-huh.
And see how
You
much
kick
of it
some
sticks to the
dirt. You see
what
it.
happens. So,
You see it shake a little from the dirt. It puts some pressure on it. And roll me like a perception check. If you have a perception.
1 point.
That is always so sad, but you're kind of like expecting for something to happen, but you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. But you do like after like you dig some dirt, you feel like almost like somebody just like watching you. That was fitting.
Side eye around the area, see if I can see anything. If I don't, then about how does it look like the dirt, like the web is super sticky, like the
It is somewhat sticky. It's not like especially sticky, but it's enough.
What were these caravans transporting?
You kind of look in, and you in the first cart you see like some clothing. In the second cart you see like some lamps. You see some like general goods. All kinds of like knickknacks and like light sources and stuff like that. It's like a general goods caravan.
Are there bushes or trees nearby?
There is bushes. I would assume that this green stuff here is like some bushes.
Can we hack them to pieces and create a sort of walkway or carpet
Sure.
so we can
If
walk
it-
on the vegetation and
Sure. Sure. Definitely. Especially if you have anything to cut with. You could definitely spend a couple of minutes to hack away some bushes and...
Does anybody have an axe? A hatchet?
I have my
I have a sword.
I have a hammer.
I mean, even the dagger I would assume is enough. But let me just put in some... Just for... image.
I have a sword, but no axe.
Yeah, you throw some bushes there, and you get like this more weight to the webbing. I will allow everybody to roll perception at this point, because is somewhat noticeable.
I am not perceptive.
You start to hear like this scuttling around, like something is getting closer towards you.
Whoa, everyone succeeded.
Nope, I did not.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna roll because I know I have
And
like a
this
10.
will not be a surprise since you guys succeeded, but you see like this spiders from the mountains all of a sudden just leap down and they bare their fangs at you as you see like this a spider with really tense legs, as you assume it's like a leaping spider, and you see like a whole swarm of small like hatchling spiders.
Foul creatures. They
Hush.
speak of chaos corruption. And I ready my hammer.
Pilgrim, to your left.
Cat
Oh,
boned.
Alright. And let me put in the initiative.
Marcus, I believe I readied an action to shoot at whatever shows up.
Yes, if you prepared an action, you can do them now.
I had readied my bow as well. Can I do anything?
Yes, let's solve Boreals first.
Okay.
I hit one of the spiders in one of its right legs.
Alright, which
For 12
one?
damage.
Oh, I should probably move you closer to the party, right? Anyways, who are you shooting? You can pick if you want to shoot some particular one.
Honestly, it really does not matter, but I guess I'm going to shoot this one.
Okay. I mean, it matters kind of to me since I know what stats to use.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's see. Its toughness is that, but it does not. No, it does have a but you do have armor piercing. I believe that ignores armor.
It ignores one armor. 1 point.
Ah, good. Just enough, so 12 damage. Alright, Luca, you can start doing your attack if you prepared an action.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna shoot at this one that is nearby me. Any modifiers or no?
No, I don't believe so.
well, he was concealed. So.
You
Oh,
are
yeah,
concealed, so you are correct. Would it notice you? Probably not. So concealment, I believe, surprise is plus 30. So tell you what, ignore what I said first, and that is a hit.
Okay.
Because with a plus 30, obviously, that would be a hit. And you go for like the straight in the middle of the swarm, and you hit like the swarm's like almost like their designated leader, and you shoot it straight in the head, and you see the swarm scatter as they retreat.
Cool.
Robin, you're still Chelsea. Get the roll. Oh, never mind, you did.
Okay, everyone rolled.
Alright, did anybody else have prepared action? I don't believe so.
Did we have
I
what?
didn't say anything about it before now, so. Also, I failed the perception check, so I think I'm surprised.
Not really. I mean, you kinda are, but since your friend succeeded, you're not especially so.
Alright.
Alright, let me roll quickly for the monsters. This is gonna take a second. Okay, I believe that's all for all of the spiders. Let me put in descending aura. Aruna,
Okay.
you're first
Am
to
I
go.
still concealed or not?
No, you would not be since you shot.
Yeah.
And you, like I said, you're kind of in the open, so you would have to reveal yourself anyway.
Mm-hmm. So that spider saw me.
Yeah, it definitely sees you. But you saw good old Boreal shoot at it, and you see the spider like starting to limp a little since one of its limbs is quite damaged, as you see it bleeding all over.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at it. So this time, Can I take half aim or anything?
I believe you can.
This thing doesn't have the modifiers like on Dark Heresy has, so it's a plus.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Looks like you missed.
And I can't move, can I?
No, since that was a half action and another half action, so you would have no actions left.
I'm screwed.
I mean, perhaps. Anyways, since
Shoot them the other
these creatures are not super intelligent in battle, they can lay traps, but they don't have a lot of intelligence, so I would say this leaping spider leaps up and goes after Dolgrim. As it comes and bears its fangs towards you with a charge. No, it cannot charge. Alright, it moves next to you and tries to bite you. Give me a second, I need to do a small little correction on its sheet. Let's see, leap up. They gain a plus 10 on their first attack. Okay. It comes at you, but you just put up your shield and block its bite. Alright. The swarm over here, it sees the Bretonian knight and its horse, and it's thinking of a free meal. Let's see, its movement is it can charge. Alright. Oh, I should probably fix the squaring. Give me a second. Alright, now everybody should have the proper movement adjustments.
Yes, I have 4.
Alright, it also misses. Boreal, it's your turn.
Whose turn?
Hollers.
I was
Flimpers.
muted, yeah. The spider I already shot. I'm going to take aim at and try to finish it off. So that's just a plus 10 bonus, I believe.
Yes.
So that's a hit.
Yep.
And the other side this time.
Apparently so. Yep.
Another 11 damage.
You go for one of its limbs, it trips over and dies.
I like to imagine that the first shot just sheared off all the right legs, and the second one just sheared off all the left legs.
I mean, pretty much.
And just sits there looking at me meanly and can't do anything.
This swarm over here, since you are done, it will charge at Helmut, since it does have enough movement for it. Does anybody remember is charge plus 10 or plus 20 in this system? I believe it's 10. Okay, thank you, 10. It will miss. And this swarm over here, it will try to flank you guys a little by coming after Ulgar and trying to bite him. It will also miss. Alright, the dead leaping spider is dead, which brings us to Helmut, who has a spider swarm next to him.
Does it make any sense to attack it with a hammer? I believe I would deal more damage by just stampeding on the foot.
I mean, that's real world sense, but yes, you can attack it with a hammer.
Alright. Alright, then I'll do that. I'll do whatever grants me the most advantage. Really be damned.
I mean, the hammer does more damage.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that if that is a factor to you, I know that in real life I would have just stepped on them. Really,
Yeah.
yes.
You could
Okay.
just like splash.
Miss. But no, I would have missed anyway.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you if you wanna fortune.
If I aim and hit, I can actually hit it.
I mean, I don't usually allow taking back actions, but if you really wanna aim, I guess.
Then I just missed, and my other half action I use it to enter a pairing stance to.
Okay, fair enough.
The next attack.
Fair enough. Ulfgar.
Alright, I'm just gonna attack the swarm.
Okay. You also missed it. This is a great start for this campaign, eh? Everybody missing except the archer.
It's not over until we're dead. And if we're dead, we'll just roll new characters and try again. It's never over.
It's over, Anakin. Anyways, Robbie.
For the record, I would find it really funny if we wiped to the first group of spiders we meet.
Somehow one of them kills you. Chels?
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn.
Oh yeah. Killing the spider right in front of me. You're gonna stab him with the lance. And being on a horseback does give me what, plus 10,
Plus
I think,
10.
to the attack?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Since you have the high ground, Anakin.
Yep.
Well, luckily the archer is not the only one hitting.
Yep. So the lance is base. Strength bonus plus 1, I think.
I believe you are correct, and I believe they have a special quality if you are on the move. They give you some sort of a bonus, but since you're kind of still, you will not gain any benefit from that. But I believe it is a impact weapon, which on the first hit it gives you double dice, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, well, I get to roll 2 and then choose the highest, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yep. Alright, I'm obviously going to take the 10.
Okay. I believe that in this system that is an Ulrich's Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't remember if you need to confirm the hit. Can anybody recall that if you need to confirm the hit for the Righteous Fury?
You have to roll to hit again, and if that hits, then you can just keep the 10 keeps exploding.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll to confirm with the same modifiers, and if you succeed, you deal extra damage.
Alright.
Alright, well, you do not do extra damage, but what's your strength score?
Strength score is base 4.
4, so 5 extra damage on top of that 10. So 4. No, 15 damage, yes. Jeez, yeah, you come up with your damage lance and you just with a one sweeping blow, you clear the swarm of spiders in front of you.
Oh, sorry. I think because he is. It doesn't matter because it's dead, but in the future it's because he has like Mighty Blow or whatever. It's
That's
an
one extra damage, so
plus other
16.
damage. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're especially dead. Alright, well, Dolgrim.
I'm going to use Swift Attack and attack this one that charged me twice.
Okay.
And miss both times. Look at that.
Yep. I mean, at least you're not the only one. Anything else? Fortune points?
Yeah, I'll spend a fortune point and reroll one of those.
There we go. 11 damage. Fair enough. But you do not have armor piercing, and you have a single point of armor, since their hide is really thick. As you whack into it, you feel more resistance than you would think. But it is still highly injured after your hit with your axe.
And there's no additional movement after that, right?
No, since I believe Swift Action is a full action.
Full action. Yeah.
Alright, Runa.
Alright, I'm gonna attack. Let's see.
Everybody is in melee, so...
Yeah, that's problematic.
I mean,
But
the
I think-
good thing is you do have high ground, so that would offset some of the penalty.
I think it's easier trying to hit a big enemy, like that big spider, than the swarm that is fighting on Milan. If you know what I mean.
I mean, yeah, it
Does the
makes
spider count as
realistic sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna try hitting this one.
Okay. Now, shooting into melee, I believe it's a -20, but you do have a high ground bonus of +10, so that would bring it to -10 unless you're gonna aim.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim.
So that brings it to -0. Well, +0.
I missed.
Yeah, you, like Dolgrim, you see an arrow fly right past your face, almost scratching you.
Alright. Watch it.
Sorry.
Alright, it will bring up to the leaping spider, who is injured. But it is starving. Let's see. Can they retreat? Let me see. Do they have willpower? Yes. Since I don't. Give me a second. I need to open up the monster manual for a minute. Look at me calling it the monster manual. Alright, yeah. Apparently it has a shite willpower, so let me see something. So yeah, Dolgrim, as you whack it, you see the spider screech in pain, and it turns its back to you and starts like backing away really quickly.
Alright.
Yeah. I believe opportunity attacks are a thing.
Yes, if they don't use the disengage maneuver, it's a free attack.
Yes, so if you want, you can swing a free attack at it.
It's a free attack, it doesn't cost you the attack of the next round.
Yep. So yeah, you see it starting scuttling, looking away this like mountainous area. as you miss. Which brings to Boreal.
Alright. There isn't a single spider actually there is a single spider not a melee, which is
Yeah,
the one I'm
the
going
one
to
that's running away.
Yeah, the one that is running away.
You're not getting away from me. I'm going to aim and shoot. That is barely a hit.
Mm-hmm.
11 damage.
I wouldn't say that it's gonna even attempt touch. It's just gonna
It
die.
also can't. It cannot dodge range attacks. That's the beauty of range attacks.
I will allow to do that with dodge blow if you have it. I mean, I did make it a basic skill after all. But since it is kind of backing away, I don't see it even trying to dodge. Because otherwise range attacks are just way too OP in my opinion in this system.
I mean, they also do a lot less damage than melee, so that's the balance there.
Fair, but still. Alright. Oh,
So I just imagine the arrow just sails over everyone's head into the far distance, and you just hear a thunk
yep.
as the spiders go to the
As
ground.
it falls down the cliff side there. Anyways, this swarm of spiders next to Helmut will all out attack, which will give it a plus 20.
I will parry. How does parry work? in this system?
Parry, let me see.
No, I mean I know how it works in the game, but how do I use it in this? I see I have a button on my.
I
head.
believe, yeah, you have a button for parry, which is your weapon skill, and if you make it, you don't take anything.
Failure.
Yes, indeed. It does hit you. As it...
I like to use fortune point to try again.
as a bonus skill, does that mean we get a plus 10%? I don't understand the question.
Are you kidding me? No, this is it, guys. Sorry, I tried.
Okay, damage. Oh, I should, that's the wrong enemy that I had opened up for a second. I almost did the wrong damage to you. Alright, that is 7 damage to your left arm. Remember that you can... reduce the damage by armor and toughness if you have any.
If that's what you're looking for. Completely unarmed. I just have my thoughts.
Okay, so it's just toughness. Alright. Yeah, just mark it up on your sheet there. So that should be what? Your toughness is 3. So you take 5 damage.
Do I record it? Ah, I didn't even write down my HP. None of us did, actually.
I mean, I put it in for you since it said you had 11, so I put in 11, so it's just 11 minus 5. Anyways, this spider swarm next to Ulfgar is gonna try and all-out attack him. So, plus 20. That is a hit on the left arm, Ulfgar. I believe you can attempt dodge blow since I made it a basic skill.
Okay. Oh, I traded on the bottom.
Yeah, it's in the advanced skills, but I made it a basic, so you can at least attempt.
Oh.
Well,
Hold on.
I think your macro is
I know it's
broken.
fail, but it should have been a 27. I have to adjust it to.
Alright,
Yeah, no
27, I believe it's still a fail. Alright, let me roll some damage on you. That is 8 damage, reduced by armor and toughness. If you have any armor that is in the left arm.
I do, so it's reduced by 5.
Yay, my spiders actually did something. No, it's a basic skill, so yeah, it's untrained. You can roll it without taking the minus. Actually, you can't even roll it if it's an advanced skill, so I made it a basic. So you can always try to dodge something. Not a bonus skill, basic. Alright, that brings us to Helmut, your arm is a little numb after the bite.
Yes, I would like to maneuver the spiders in a square adjacent to Dolphin with my first action. It's an opposed weapon skill test.
Ah, you're gonna grapple them? Okay.
Yeah, I want to move them in a space where they are threatened by Dolgrim, so they are less likely
Opposed
to
weapon
defend.
skill it is. Well, does not matter what you roll. You just kinda like football kick them in between you.
You know what? I overestimated my chances here. I can only move them one square.
Tell you what, I failed so spectacularly that I will move them there. Since I failed, I rolled 100, dude, so yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay, so I'll attack them with a bonus of 10 for one flank, right?
Yeah, yes, if you are overwhelming them.
Another guy could win an additional 10, no?
Yes, just 10, and if you had one more, it would be plus 20 in total. And that is a hit.
Oh.
Oof. Well, you better roll for it. I'm not gonna even...
Wow. What the hell?
Don't you have to... Okay, I'm gonna check if you need to roll confirm. I don't remember Ulfric's Fury.
Oh, it's another attack.
Oh, it's just a D10. Alright, so we got it wrong for whoever got the last Ulfric's Fury, so sorry about that. Oh well, that spider would have died anyway, so it's not like it would have mattered.
Yeah, but it's particularly gory.
Yeah, do you want us to describe a way that you go into town on the spider swarm?
Yes, I start jumping up and down until it's just a green paste all over my boots and the floor, and nothing is twitching anymore.
And Dolgrim.
And a few droplets splattered on Dolgrim's shield.
You're using your hammer as a pogo stick.
You're messing me beard.
Alright, Ulfgar, your arm is a little numb after the bite.
Alright, I'm all out attack. It's plus 20, right?
Yes, that is a plus 20.
You gotta be kidding me. Even electric dice hate me.
Apparently so. I mean, if you really want to attempt it, you can use a fortune point to try it again.
I find that electric dice are even more spiteful than the physical ones.
They tend to be, don't they?
Yeah, I'm not gonna burn a fate point on that.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't be
I'm
burning, it would be just using one of the fortune points to reroll that.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna use a fortune point for that. We got enough people here, somebody can kill it.
Yeah, it's 6 against 1 swarm, whose stretch rating is minimal. So, Robin.
I will be charging the spider swarm.
Okay.
Is a plus 10.
Yes, plus 10.
Alright. And does that apply if you have like 2 attacks? Does the charge bonus apply to both of them?
Yeah, I don't think so. I believe it only applies for the first one.
Alright.
I don't think you can make 2 attacks with the charge because both of them are full actions.
Yeah.
You
Well,
are
I have,
also
like-
correct with that.
I mean, because in this system, you're like you have an attack quality, and you one of the
Yes, but you need to take the swift attack action to use all of those attacks.
Correct.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so, but you are charging, so that's a plus 10. You are on a horseback, so that's a plus 10. And since it's 2 against 1, that's a plus 10, so you're looking at a total of plus 30 to hit it.
Alright, cool. Where we're looking.
Well, just roll damage.
And I don't get the impact quality on the lance anymore.
No, I don't think so. I believe it's only the first hit of the encounter.
Right. Well, it's for I get it for the first round, basically.
Yeah.
And after that, it just doesn't work.
Which is kind of weird, but yeah, I understand what they were going for, since it's like a really heavy weapon.
Yeah. Also, it needs the balance, because otherwise the lance is just really good. Alright.
Well,
14 damage to the
does not apparently matter, as once again you come in with your horse and your lance, and you just sweep this entire swarm in one blow. As you see no more spiders in the nearby area.
Alright, is it safe enough for us to make it out there and get the people off the web?
Yes, now that you have enough time and no immediate threat, you manage to pull the people out from the webbing. You collect like a dozen of them at least.
Yeah. Does the wagon look at all recoverable?
The wagon in the webbing, unfortunately, that's a little too heavy to move. You
I
could
go pick
trick
up-
over some of the goods inside of it, perhaps.
What about
Could
the
I hook
other
it up to
wagon?
the horse and try to pull it out, maybe?
That would more than definitely break the webbing and it would fall.
Alright.
Since you're kind of dragging the wagon through the webbing.
Yeah, I got you. Alright, best to just save the goods then, I guess.
Yeah, you collect some of the goods. It's worth some silver.
Did anyone save this? Is this a person?
There we go.
What about the other wagon?
More just general goods, but you can save that one definitely. That's just like a small amount that it's trapped on.
I'm more interested in getting the wagon out.
I pick up my arrows.
So you managed to recover
I'm
at
going to
least
do the
these
same.
2.
And then I'll help unload the wagon as much as we can from the pig.
Yeah. And you even unwrap the people that were wrapped. You see them breathing, and indeed you see that they're paralyzed. As they can't really respond, but they have like their eyes open, and they have like that blank stare.
they look they look very creepy.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and close their eyes so they don't get damaged while they're in the paralysis.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you assume that
And-
it's gonna take a couple of days them to recover.
Can your horse pull at least one of those carts so we can drag the people inside the cart?
It is not a workhorse.
Is anybody injured?
I took a little bit of damage.
Come here, Master Dwarf. Let me look at that.
Uh, so how do we suggest that we take care of 6 people and drag the
That's
cart?
One of the carts had clothing and stuff in it. We could actually probably put the people on that. That would actually keep them a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, but are we gonna push the cart?
It won't
long?
be easy, but that's probably the best means to get them back as we try and push them.
Okay.
Master Dwarf, I'm afraid I can do little to ease your pain. The puncture itself is very superficial, but you appear to be suffering from poison.
Is he suffering from poison?
No, that's just my way of saying I failed the heal check.
Yeah. I will be kind enough even today to not cause any damage for a failed check. But yes, indeed, you do fail healing him, but you do see that Ulfgar also has a small puncture wound in his arm, if you want to try and heal him.
That's who
That's
it
what he
was.
was trying to heal.
Oh, okay. I thought it was healing Dolgrim.
Actually,
No, I didn't
come
take
to
anything.
think of it, I did bring a very special brew with me. So I'm going to hand you a healing draught, and it can cure 4 wounds. And,
Oh, yeah, I hit Helmut and Ulgrim, not Dolgar. Dolgar.
and this one is for me, the heal check for my wound. And it's another failure. So I'm going to drink a healing draught too, restoring 4 wounds to me as well.
Yeah. Sounds fair.
So, moving over here as we were removing this, the wagon on the top of the map, does it look like this is, or was at one point, a path through that was used? Or does
It's
it just look more like it's a dead end, unused, nobody really came through here?
it looks more unused, as you see a lot more webbing going towards the north. Well, south technically, but that's the north end of the map.
Okay.
As you see, like the path close thither. As you see, more like almost like an cave type terrain up there. It is definitely more less used, but you do see like this old like path that might go around to the main road, which you assume that this wagon caravan was gonna attempt to use.
Does it look like it was? I mean, does it? Here, let me do this. No, it does not look worked to me.
No, it just looks like an old like a trail path.
How much of webbing is on it? It's full of web?
It's quite a bit of webbing.
It is transversal, or we think it's...
It is definitely you could travel through it.
Well, does anyone has flint and steel? Maybe we can set the webs on fire.
Well, I was gonna ask if anybody thought maybe we could salvage some of this webbing for something. Would it be good for making bowstrings or anything like that?
And that is good for making bowstrings, but maybe bandages.
Yeah, but how about use those ones here because there's probably more spiders down there. And I think it's easier killing them just burning them.
Yeah.
What we would need to roll to have harvest some spider web?
I don't know, nothing. Since you're literally collecting just some webbing.
No, just picking up.
Yeah,
Pick a piece of wood.
You just pick some of it up.
Yeah, pick a piece of that wood and just like do a.
I guess at the most I could technically ask you guys to roll something like survival to collect like pristine webbing, but tell you what, nah.
Pick a piece of webbing and wood and like how can I say make a coil out of it and the
Yeah.
webbing.
Yeah, just collect some, yeah.
But so
I'll
are we
gather
gonna
some
use that tunnel or are we gonna go back?
I mean, you guys did find a caravan and dealt part of the issue. The main issue is still probably alive.
What exactly was our mission? Was our mission to find out what happened to the caravan or to deal with the issue?
It was find out what was going to happen to the caravan and deal with the issue if possible.
Okay, so perhaps setting fire to this cave is not the worst idea.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah,
pile
no.
all these bushes on the web. And
I mean, you assume since Dolgrim saw some heavy webbing towards the south, going towards like a cave, you assume that there's some kind of a nest down there.
Okay, we have to, I don't know, set up a fire and smoke them. But I think they would just run.
Didn't somebody have a candle?
Yeah, out.
There's something going on with somebody's mic. Making a lot of weird noises. Do you guys hear it?
I heard it.
No?
Like this whistling and... never mind. I think there's a nest right here under this web. I think we should pile as much kindling on it as we can find around here and burn it.
There's a cave further on. We have to set fire there as well.
Yeah, the path continues. It's not been used in quite some time, but it's definitely blocked off with a lot of webs down there.
Yeah, we should start a huge fire there.
Well, without knowing what's on the other side of that, that could affect something else. I mean, there's a lot of bushes and everything around here. Sure, it could set fire, but what about the bushes outside?
No. I mean, on the cave, not on the forest as well.
Well, that's
just
the
on the
concern. We can't see where the other side of that is. So if we try to start burning from this side without knowing.
Oh
what's
yeah, no. We have to do a recon first.
Yeah, but we also need to be getting these people back. I think burning this web down and causing some damage here at this bigger chasm might help. At least stop what we're aware of.
We could put a
back
plaque in front of the entrance of this road.
Is it possible to pull a plank off of the wagon that's in the
Yeah,
webbing?
yeah, definitely you could dismantle it.
Then
Don't enter, spiders beware.
I mean, even if you don't have any skills to like properly dismantle it, you could definitely break it.
Rip it off, make
Yeah,
it like a flake or something, and pin it on a.
But
Tree.
what are we trying to do exactly?
put a sign, get something to write a sign on and put it at the mouth that we just came in. saying like here be spiders or whatever.
Yeah,
Because
Spiders
I can't
beware.
write
Sounds
out,
fair.
like an X and then like an ugly spider drawn out. Like that's how I would do it. Because
Well,
I'll scratch the plank with a rock and write the message.
Sounds fair. Yeah, you collect like a rock and a plank, and those who can actually write a little warning.
I make some ranger signs, like spider nest up ahead.
Yeah. But now the
I
question
write
is,
that on the-
will you actually deal with the main issue, or shall you call it a day for now?
I think we should first of all make sure that these people are okay.
Yeah.
And we can't just leave them paralyzed in the middle of the wilderness while we carry on. As soon
how
as
far from that town are we?
Like couple of hours away.
Yeah, we can go back to the town and
Yeah,
get people the help they need. Then we come back.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
come back to finish the job after we rescue these people.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So you load them into the wagon. Well, unfortunately, there can't be too much other stuff in the wagon since, like I said, there's about a dozen of them. So you kind of have to stuff the wagon full of them. And you just, since there are like what do you call the reins, you just rein in with Robin's horse. And you guys travel back on the road to the town of what it was called, Orfgar, something like that,
Grad?
Oringrad, something like.
Could you mark the town on the map?
It's just Austria, right? Let me just type that up for myself. 30, like that. Oh, Jesus. I need to mark down a small little... It's like on the crossroads over there. It's like a really small town. Actually, no. It was Kraknujov that you came from. So never mind. Yeah, that's the town that you're going to.
Okay, but did you make a mark on the map?
Yeah, I did. It's really small.
Yeah, I can't find your map.
I'm pinging it.
Yeah, it's next to Erengrad, next close by
Oh,
there.
all right, I found it.
Yeah, it's really small. Like there is a small abbey there for one of the gods, but that's about it.
Nothing for the lady in the lake this far north, I assume.
No. It's one of the gods that Kislev's. And there goes my cursor again. I think my mouse is dying.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's like you said, something to do with Windows. But give me a second, I will fix it. You guys can kind of roleplay for now. This is gonna take a minute.
Brother Helmet,
What?
should you have need, I don't have any healing drinks, but I do have some healing salves that can be used for anybody who needs it.
Oh, I already drank something I brought from home. I gave
Well,
one.
I carry, I have some poultices if they become necessary.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's hope that we never need them. But I can use them to treat. They help in the treatment of very serious injuries. If somebody's close to dying, those might come in handy. You hang on to them. I brought some as well.
Yeah, I have no problem carrying them. I just wanted to make you aware.
So you dealt with this kind of wretches before? You seem to be
Yeah.
quite knowledgeable about these abominations.
Well, there's a lot of things in the mountains that cause problems beyond just greenskins. Some of them I'm not very versed in, and even beyond the basic varieties of greenskins, I'm not very versed in. But dealing with pests, you can tend to smoke them out. You just got to be careful of the fires and make sure that you don't smoke yourselves out either.
Marcus,
Yeah.
I have an anti-toxin kit.
Uh-huh.
Could I roll anything to see if we can do anything to help those people or no?
I mean, if you wanna feed it to them, I guess you could try that.
But what is the roll for the anti-toxin kit?
I believe you don't roll anything if it's any kind of a toxin. I believe it just cures it.
No, it gives you, if you failed your toughness bonus, the antitoxin kit gives you another try.
Okay, so it's
It's
or is it a
never-
potion or a kit that he has?
It's a kit.
lot harder than
Okay, in that case, it's they get the reroll. But
reroll,
you do kind of like on the journey. You would assume that they just need rest.
Oh, alright.
In fact, yeah, you bring them to Kraknuyov, and you see like the city guard. They kind of constantly take a look at them, and they like bring them to this like, well, that's not exactly an inn here, but they bring them to the abbey. And you see like the local priest there start tending to them.
Whose goods were they hauling?
In fact, you even see the same town guard that you spoke earlier today, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. You saved this the caravan."
We're not done yet, though. Looks like there may be more problems over there. I turn to the group. Do you want to continue this evening, or do you want to try to rest and start out in the morning?
I mean, at this point, I would say the time is like 11 p.m. as you guys have traveled through like.
Oh, let's rest.
Yeah,
Definitely,
need
we should be on the road at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would the Abbey be willing to put us up for the eve, or is there?
Sure. That's enough room.
Thank you kindly.
I mean, it's not exactly the most comfortable bedding arrangement, but hey. You get like a bedroll and you don't need to exactly spend any gold here.
Six
I would think
pennies.
me and the initiate there, Helmet, would probably be fine with it. Everybody else, I'm not quite
Yeah.
sure.
Other than that, they do give you like a little bit of water and some bread, since it is a church after all.
As far as being like a knight errant goes, I imagine most of that's just spent sleeping in the fucking woods, so this is a treat.
Hey, yeah, petrol. On the hard stone surface, but at least you got a roof over your head.
Exactly. Speaking of sleep, I have been awake for a long time and I'm fading a bit.
Here? In real life?
Yeah.
Alright, we can do this. We could leave it for today and pick it up next week, or we can power through for today.
I mean, I'm fine with you guys keeping going for a little bit. Without me, I get that I have a weird sleep schedule, so I can't hold it against anyone.
I mean, 5 should be more than enough. I can really easily rebalance the
I have no problem calling it a day if this doesn't happen often. But if you're gonna do this like once every 2 weeks, I think we should play a little more without you if you really don't mind.
Yeah, I really don't mind at all, and this is not something.
I mean, we
Marcus can vouch
usually
for me.
go from 2 to
Yeah,
4
yeah.
hours anyway, so we'll go probably just an hour.
Yeah, I'm fine with you guys just going in.
If
extra
the
hours
if it's gonna take longer, obviously it's gonna take a lot longer. But yeah,
yeah, you guys go ahead, Marcus. You can just assume that I'm there with the.
yeah, you're
anyone
just
needs
kind
it.
of traveling around, but you're kind of busy doing something else.
Yeah, of course. All right.
It's
Pleasure
right
meeting
up,
everyone.
Book of Grudges.
Yeah. All right. Yep. See everyone around then.
Grudge
Yeah,
spiders. They bit one of my
Yeah.
new friends.
So what do we do? Do we continue for another hour or so? Or
We
it
can
a day?
continue for another hour if you guys want to play.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I don't mind. I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, I'm good for another hour.
Yeah. All right.
I'm always good. So.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 1 silver for our lodgings.
Like I said, you don't need to pay, but if you wanna pay them, like they do have like a collection plate. You could leave them like some money.
Nah, I'm gonna give them 1 silver.
Okay. The
Sure,
priest like thanks you.
The food, at least for the food, you know.
And he's like, "Oh,
fine.
yeah, thank
So
you.
fast. Eat their food.
May the blessing of Shalaya be with you."
And blessings of Sigmar with you too.
But you guys go to sleep. You sleep on the rock floor, and you wake up early in the morning. I assume that you guys travel to the spider nest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I won't even bother going through the world maps. You just go through this map, and you come by over here. Let me put in some fog of war. You saw nothing. To be fair, there was nothing to see yet, since I don't have anything on the map yet.
I wasn't even looking. So rest assured that I didn't even see the map. You deleted our wounds, right? I mean, 4 wounds for the healing draught and another wound for.
You can take it back when you can always modify your own wounds. I will not. I can't keep track of everybody's wounds for you, so you kind of have
But
to
I
do
don't
that yourself.
But how do I?
You just the section that has your wounds. You just
On my character sheet. Oh, of course, on my character
yeah,
sheet.
yeah. It's where there's like this small little bar where there's the fortune movement and so on next to your initiative button. Actually, you can just edit that when you lose some health or gain some health or whatever.
Well, I'm at 10 because I took 5 damage and I healed 4 with a healing draught. And at the end of the day, after a day has passed, I should be able to heal
Yes.
one more.
One natural healing for a day.
Yeah.
Let me post everybody. So Robin was the one who left. So Helmut, Ulfgar, Boreal, and Dolgrim. Here we go. Alright. Up to you which order you want to come in. But yeah, you see like this tight path in front of you as you see more spider webs all around, and you see like quite heavy bushes as you're still in this like hilliness area. Don't mind the red, that's not the normal starting area for this map. It's not relevant. You even see a nice patch of mushrooms on the ground.
Would we know if they're poisonous?
You would have to take a closer look at them.
What do I need to roll?
Either survival, heal, or any other skill that you could think of that could potentially figure out if they're toxic or not.
I'll try heal.
You just go to your character sheet and you just put the wounds. You just edit the wounds when you gain or take damage.
I don't have anything that can help on that. To see if it's poisonous.
I don't know what the mushrooms are for.
Yeah, you kind of look at the mushrooms. You can't really figure out if they're poisonous or not. The best way that you could think of is probably tasting them, but that always has its risks.
No, just don't eat the damn mushrooms.
You know what? Why not? I'll just try one. A small one. I'll try a small one. I'll chew it.
Oh yeah, outdoor survival.
Make sure it doesn't have wolf piss on it.
Are you sure you want to do this before a fight?
Of course, I need my strength with me and my wit.
You go for a taste. It like you go for a little bite and it tastes a little bitter when you bite it.
No.
Wouldn't recommend keep eating.
I spit it out. It's not tasty. Don't eat the mushroom.
You gotta be careful with those
Thanks.
mushrooms. Some are edible.
Noted.
You get this like aftertaste of like mushy, bitter, like just like mush in your mouth.
I think you should take a... I don't know, if you have water. Drink something to clean that.
You know, depending on the taste, they might make a good fermentation base.
I'm not a brewer.
Neither am I. That's why I'm not taking them.
I know, guys. We all should eat one. Anyways, if any of you want to move forward, go ahead.
No, don't eat the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Webbing getting thicker here.
Yeah, you start to see more and more thicker webbing as you are moving closer.
Alright, I ready my axe and shield, and I'll go ahead and start hacking at the webbing.
Yeah, you like move a little closer and walk away. It's not too thick to stop your advancement, but you clear the worst of it. As you start to you come up about there, as you see this huge amount of webbing up in front of you. As you're kind of looking through the corners, you see this massive opening towards the left side.
So
Well, not quite massive, but quite big enough.
There's a bunch of webbing in here. It gets real thick, but it does look like it opens up inside.
We could
Is
try
it safe to burn this?
I'd be real hesitant to do so with all these bushes around. just because I don't want to get any arrows in me if there's any elves out there.
Not to mention, if it all catches on fire, you realize that you're kinda in the middle of it.
That's a good point. Froyer is on board with your idea as well.
Of what?
Of not risking a forest fire because elves might not take too kindly, if any.
I believe that I and Boreal can deal with that. And what, Marcus, while we were walking in the forest, did we saw any ranger signs or anything like that?
Not really. To be fair, you weren't exactly looking, but not at least obvious ones.
Never saw anything.
But Froyer tells me the elves will kill us if we do.
But you would definitely think that you would be endangering yourself by setting the current location on fire. I mean, I guess you could immediately run away, but it is somewhat risky.
Okay. What about if we prepare for setting up fire, if it is necessary as a plan B? If you know what I mean.
That is an option.
So,
I mean, when is fire not an option?
yeah, it's always an option. But I mean, if we need to go out in a hurry because this is a breeding nest of, I don't know, thousands of spiders, burning
Quickly,
it off.
bring out the C4. I mean, what? But up to you guys if you want to move any closer than this, or are you debating about the fire?
Well, I don't have any means to start a fire. I don't generally need light at night, so I don't carry torches or anything like that. And I've been traveling.
Yeah, it's quite easy.
Light to get here, so
Starting fires is
Yeah, I know. You kind of need like a flint or steel or a tinder box, or I guess if you're in desperation, you could grab 2 branches and try to rub them together really fast.
keep working my way forward.
Anyway, since you are kind of around there, I will request the 3 of you at least roll a perception check. Unless Aurora and Boreal are close enough to. I mean, they are hanging quite in the back.
I succeed.
The 3 of you see nothing, but Boreal, since you're like the lookout, you are like starting to see some minor movement, and you start to see legs really quickly as they're coming for like a flanking position.
Guys, don't be alarmed, but I'm pretty sure we're being flanked.
I prepare my bow and look around.
They are in somewhat cover, but you do see them like since you succeeded really well, as they're like slowly going. And this does not require a perception check, but Dolgrim, since you are there, you see like the nest start to move a little, as you see this giant figure start burrowing up from inside of it, and you see this massive mother spider pop out of it, as you see its big claws and its massive teeth bearing at you.
Oh, we got a bigger issue, boys. That girl.
And what issue would that be?
A giant spider.
I guess those kids always have a mom.
Please tell me that joke. Is it?
Are we
Not a
rolling?
joke.
Yes, now we are.
Hide in the bushes, Floyer. It's a big one coming for us.
Can we walk on the green, or this is like?
It is like you can walk. It is like bushes, so you can move through it. It is gonna be a little tough, but you can definitely do it.
Oh, all right. Oh shit! The mother spider went first, and he rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's what I
Holy
was
shit.
just looking at. Oh my god.
That's
That
horrible.
is a lot of agility.
Yeah. At least I'm gonna go first of the leaping spider. It's good enough. We can try killing one of them first, so
I
they
don't
do
see
not
myself.
backstab you.
I don't see myself on the turn order.
Who was that? Helmet?
You need to click your token
I
character.
don't see myself on
Yeah,
the...
remember that every time that you're rolling, remember to click your token before you roll. But here, I can add you. There you
Do
go.
I re-roll again?
No, you can keep. The 42 is more than good.
No.
No need
Sorry.
to re-roll it. I can just add it if you happen to do that. But an interesting bit as you're looking at the giant mother spider and you're looking at its teeth, you see them like dripping like with this almost like red liquid.
No, this is gonna be bad.
Ultra poison.
Maybe it's apple juice.
It's just really thirsty. But
So thirsty it's
Dolgrim, you see it like come at you since you're threatening its
oh, yeah, I
nest.
do.
Let me check a certain talent that it has.
Yes. Of course, still is not on the turn order.
Who?
No, I'm not. Dang it. Me, Ulfgar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the same to you. Try to remember to always click your token before you press the initiative button. It does take a little taking years to, but yeah. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Right. Talents.
Sorry, I usually play Warhammer on Foundry.
Yeah. Frightening.
Oh boy. Our first frightening enemy?
Okay, I will not give that talent to it. No. I will not make you guys fail your first encounter with a TPK. So tell you what, I did.
It's second encounter, Marcus.
I said nothing, and he does not have that talent because I do not want to TPK you guys yet. Anyways, as you see it moving towards you, Dolgrim, it's coming at you with these mandibles, but before it makes to you, it makes like this weird, like it spits some kind of web substance out of its mouth. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And Helmut, you see like the web substance come at you. This is one of its special actions that it can do. But thankfully you managed to dodge out of the way before it manages to surround you. Alright, attack. It is charging at you. It misses, in fact. Dolgrim, you're so small that you managed to just dodge out of the way.
I try shooting at the spider at the left.
Okay.
The right. At my right.
Orf, 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 orf.
I take him.
Okay, Alfred. I will not give them cover, though technically they are in the forest, but you can see them clearly enough thanks to the spotting of Boreal.
So I still have +10 of aim.
Yes, yes. Normally they would have not concealment, but some cover. So 7 damage minus. You have armor piercing. Jeez, those are loud dogs. So 4. Okay, it is slightly damaged by your shot. Then it's the leaping spiders. Alright, let me see. Will it go after the one that shot him or not? No, it will go after Boreal. And this one will leap towards the other archer. Aurora. Auruna. Aurora.
That's another person, not me.
So, Boreal, that's a hit on your head. And
I'm going to try to dodge that.
Aurora, that's a... Auruna. God damn it, I gotta get used to that.
Auruna.
I know, I just have Aurora in my head all of a sudden. I don't know why.
She's gonna have to change her name then.
She is Aurora now.
I like that scene in the 13th Warrior. I am Ahmed ibn Fakhdalan. Ibn? No, Ahmed ibn Fakhdalan ibn Rashid. Ibn means son of. And then he looks at the other Vikings and says, Eben.
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 Alright, well.
Yeah, I remember scared about that.
Boreal, you have a lovely little spider next to you.
Yes, luckily I dodged the hit.
Indeed.
Remind me, in this system, does using a ranged attack and melee provoke opportunity attacks?
Oh, jeez. I think so.
I believe so.
Unless you're literally using maybe a pistol?
Firing a missile weapon such as a pistol. Nope, that's secondary hand.
In that case, since I'm going to provoke an opportunity attack anyways, I'm going to move over to the Songsmith.
Ooh. Okay, well, like you said, since you're provoking anyways, thankfully you are agile enough to just leap out of the way.
And then I'm going to attack the big mommy spider.
It is a large creature, so everybody does have a +10 attacking it.
No. Actually, I'm going to use a fortune point to reroll that.
Alright.
Oh, come on.
Nice. Oh well. That brings us to Helmut.
I charge at the spider while yelling, "Go for the pincers, Floyer! Go for the pincers!" And I smack him with a hammer.
Okay.
It's not a flank because Oruna is flank herself, right? It cancels.
Yeah, and I believe it counts for melee, and Aruna has a bow.
Then no bonus.
You should get a charge bonus, right?
He couldn't exactly charge from here to here because the charging, I believe, takes
Oh.
3 squares of movement.
Yeah, not a charge, but I hit it anyway.
Yeah, you hit it anyway. Here, let me
Then-
actually disable the fog of war because it is slightly distracting since you know already what's going on with the encounter. Anyways, 5 damage to the leaping spider up there. So 5 minus its toughness and...
Try to grab its pencil destroyer.
Yeah, you get only like a grazing blow on it. It does feel a little in pain, but you don't get a proper good hit in. Which brings us to Ulfgar.
Okay. I'm gonna move around Boreal so that way I can get the charge onto the spider.
I believe you would have enough movement that you can indeed charge it, because I believe it's 3 squares.
Yeah,
It might be
go
4, but I'm
around-
gonna say it's 3.
It's 2 in the book.
Okay, 2.
Yeah, it requires 4 meters or 4 yards, which is 2 squares.
Gotcha.
Alright.
See, I'm thinking Dark Heresy again, which is like 3 squares. Okay, you hit it.
Hey, got a hit.
Let's see if it will dodge blow, my friends. Hold on, I could actually... How can I roll it as basic? Oh, I can, I know.
What I did is in the miss session put my agility bonus.
Yeah, or you can just add it as a custom skill.
Yeah, I guess
So, don't let me
so.
add it up there.
Where do I
That's
do
right.
that again? Special skills?
You
No.
could do it under like a perform trade and other skills.
Right,
I didn't think
right.
about that.
Yeah.
Not there. There. Give me a second. It does not have training, agility. Okay, it does not. Alright, 12 damage. Whoa. That's a good hit. Actually, I used the wrong shit, but whatever, it still failed. Agility, okay, there we go. So 12 damage to its body. Toughness and armor. So that much damage. So you go for this pretty good hitting, but you feel that its skin and its body is just really tough and can take a hit, as you feel like this quite a big feedback from hitting it. Okay. Dolgrim,
Alright, we are flanking, correct?
you are overwhelming. Yes.
Then I will fast attack action.
Yes, that is a hit, and it already used its dodge.
So 1 in the body for 12, and then 1 in the right leg for 11.
So 12, I believe that's the same damage that Wolfgrim did, so I don't need to do any math. So that much, and then the hit on the leg is 1 less. Oof, it's, you see it
Come at me, beastie.
really back in pain, even though you do feel the same resistance from its body that Ulfgar did. This is indeed quite a tough creature. As it's the giant spider's turn. It turns its head towards Ulfgar and Dolgrim as it comes with its mandibles at you. So let me see. Ulfgar and Dolgrim. Oof!
Alright, I'm going to try to parry that with my shield.
And I'll try to dodge.
Okay, well, Dolgrim manages to dodge, but Ulfgar, you are not quite as lucky unless you still have a fortune point and wish to spend it.
No, I won't spend one.
Yeah. So that is 14 square damage to your right leg.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, especially I don't think you have any armor in your legs, so you almost
Not on
go.
my legs.
Yeah, you almost go down in one go. You are heavily wounded, as all of you see that Ulfgar is starting to limp a little.
I have to disengage, or I can't shoot anything. Yeah, gonna disengage to here. And that's it.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, the sad thing is I do still have the other leaping spider then available to attack you, you know?
I can't do anything. I can't attack a red. I need a crossbow, pistol, or a pistol to attack.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing that...
Melee. I
You
can't
can-
do shit.
I mean, your hope is that Helmut can kill one of them really fast.
Yeah.
Or
I can't do anything.
Boreal will help you.
Yeah.
Because I have no reason, my dude, to send them back
For
for...
not attack.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's what my character has to do.
this guy will aim and attack you, Helmut. It's trying to target you. But unfortunately it will miss. And tell you what, I will be kind enough not to charge you. Even though I would have enough space, but it will move next to you and try to attack you. Oh, of course.
Great.
Well, that's just a headshot. That's not a crit. I mean, you do have dodge blow as basic skill, so you could attempt that, I guess.
Where is that skill?
You can add it to your what is it called? Perform trade and other skills. You just press add. Here, I can do it for you.
Okay, I'm gonna dodge.
So dodge blow, characteristics, agility. There you go. So you could just press that macro there.
gonna use a fate point.
You can use a fortune point if you have one to reroll that.
Yeah. Yeah, I died.
No,
I have more.
you might not die from one hit.
I almost died.
So
Almost died.
9 damage minus your toughness of 3. So hey, that's only 6 damage out of your 12. So you're at 6 wounds.
Great.
Hey, that only means technically that you would be in D&D bloodied.
Yeah.
And
Where do
you just put it next to the initiative. You can edit your wounds.
So I have 6 wounds.
Yeah, you just replace it with 6.
Okay.
Well, Burial, you see that 2 of your new companions are in somewhat in a pinch.
Okay, did the system have penalties for shooting into melee?
Yes.
I'm
Good
shooting at the big spider then.
the good old 20.
Yeah. That sucks. So shooting at the big spider with an aim, which brings that down to +0.
If you miss because of the penalty, you shoot whatever's causing the penalty.
I'm aware. Which is why I'm shooting the big thing that gives me the best chance to hit.
So you have armor piercing, so you managed to penetrate some of its armor. Oof, that hurts. As you see, the big spider is starting to really battling pain as it's like barely standing.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yep, assumed so. Helmut.
I'm going to try a maneuver. I want to knock back the spider in the direction of Boreal and advance myself 1 square towards the direction of Auruna.
Okay. And did that require? Okay.
Now, I'm going to use my remaining fortune point for the day and try again.
I mean, we are closing the session after this, so you might as well spend all of the fortune points that you can.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, and with my remaining action, I will try the same. Yes. Yes. So how can I pin the location?
You just hold down the mouse button.
There. I want to
There.
move it there, and I want to move here.
Okay, well, yeah, you can move your own token, obviously.
Yeah, and that's it. I wanted to flank the guy that.
Yeah. Well, Ulfgar, you are quite heavily injured indeed.
Alright, I'm all out attack. What bonuses am I looking at? Right now?
All out is 20, and since it's a large creature, that gives a +10, and you are going 2 against 1, so that's a +10, so that's a +40 to hit it.
Alrighty.
If my math is correct, it might be.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
I believe I dodged last turn, so yeah. I don't remember, but I'm gonna say yes.
You dodged on Ulfgar's last action.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that
so.
was.
So it's had another action since then, so it should be able to dodge again or attempt it again.
Okay. Thank you for... I always lose track some of these things. So many monsters to keep track of, even though there's only 3. Alright, it fails. Good, good. For you guys. Oof, that's the 3rd.
Nice.
So you just roll a d10 again. Again. Okay,
My leg.
if you want, you can describe a cool way that Ulfgar finishes this creature off.
I'm going to leap up in the air with my hammer and come smashing down on his head, burying its fangs into the ground as its head just kind of explodes. Maybe a couple of eyeballs roll out here and there.
Alright. Alright, that's for you. Dolgrim! Time to save the back row.
Sadly, I can't make it all the way down there.
I mean, you can always take care of the closest one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge the closest one. I'll
Unfortunately.
spend my last point and re-roll that.
Alright. That is a hit. I might as well try to dodge. You know. Okay, no. Let me see. I believe you kill it. 12 minus 4. Yep. You come with your axe and cleave off its one of its legs, and it dies, screaming in agony. Which once again brings us to Aruna, who is bleeding a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and hide behind the priest.
I mean, might as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't really have intelligence to go around and go after the back row, so I would say that it will go after Dolgrim or Helmut. What?
Grab him by the legs, Froyer! As Horuna runs towards me.
Alright, well, Helmut, it will come after you, in fact. It is still uninjured, so I see no reason that why wouldn't it fight. Oof. Well, Boreal.
I'm going to desperately hope they don't hit our priest with this. I'm going to aim and shoot at the last remaining spider. So this is at a -10. And somehow I hit.
Somehow you indeed hit. And I already
6
dodged, so I can't do anything. So, goes through the armor. Okay, ouch.
Doesn't he get a dodge or something?
I already tried it for. Oh no, it was the other spider that I tried it for.
Yeah. That's why I mentioned.
Yeah, thank you. Always nice when the players make it harder for themselves.
Yeah. Now what's fair is fair.
Hey, I avoid that damage.
And now he's gonna Ulrich's Fury me.
Yeah, now Helmut is gonna fuck it up. Watch Helmut Ulfric's Fury now.
Yes, I aim and I strike. That gives me a bonus of 10 or 20 when you aim. I think it's just
10 when you're aiming. Unless it's a full aim, but you don't have the actions for that. Well, you do, but you would have to wait till next turn to actually attack it.
miss.
Okay. I believe that's it. Yes. Ulfgar.
We can't hear you.
Alright, will you move a little? Anything else? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're really muffled.
Yeah, muffled for some reason.
Yeah, and volume really low.
Try to adjust your mic or mic volume, or if you have the auto adjust on in Discord, turn that off. But I think he said he's done. I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't really record it.
Okay. Dolgrim.
I'm gonna go ahead and charge this thing.
Now I have definitely dodged. So 7 minus toughness and armor. Ouch! You did the exact same damage that Boreal would have made. Maybe.
But how do you get 72 target number?
I get plus 10 for the charge, and then plus 10 for the flank, for the...
Outnumbering.
Wow, man, and you've got 52.
I mean, he is one of the warrior classes, and he might have rolled well.
Yeah, I start at 47 on my weapon skill. And...
Oh yeah, I skipped my turn. Don't do anything.
Oh, you skip? Alright.
Yeah.
Well, not gonna go into melee.
No, just move away.
Alright, Dolgrim, since you hit him last time, I would say that it will try to come at you with an all-out attack.
That's fine.
That's it?
I will attempt to parry that.
Oh, I completely forgot about the big spider's poison, but oh well. It's not that essential for now. Alright, you parry. Which brings us to Boreal. Color?
All right. How lucky are you people feeling?
I didn't catch that.
How lucky
How
are you
lucky are
feeling?
you people feeling?
After the battle,
That's not us. What you just said.
I mean, any wound can be treated with a heal skill once per day. Failing that, you can drink a healing draught, but I already used the 2 healing draughts that I bought before we started.
I
Why
missed
not?
everything.
What?
I missed everything.
What I just said, or the part about the healing earlier?
No, I missed everything with my attack. I
Yeah,
got what you said and then attacked.
He just
I
shot
missed
at one,
everything
one of
with
the
the
bushes. Helmut.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
I'll try to squash it with my hammer. I've got a 10 from aiming and another 10 from flanking. And I miss by 1 point.
Yeah, you guys have done nothing but miss again for a little while. Well, a couple of hits with like Dolgrim and such. Well,
If this was Call of Tulu, you could spend 1 luck point and make it.
yeah, I believe healing is once per encounter.
Yes, 1 per encounter, but each day that particular wound may be treated again.
Yeah, that is correct.
I mean, it's like you replace the bandages and clean the wound, like you do.
Helmut, did you want to reroll that?
No. I spent my
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna charge in.
yeah.
So since there are now 3 of us on it, does that mean he gets a 20
That's
plus
up to
that?
20, yes.
And then he gets...
And
oh,
if
I'm
he's
sorry, he gets
charging,
20
that's
for
an
that,
extra
or
20.
Another 10 for...
I mean
It'd be like
10.
Plus 40, I think.
30 bonus. Flanking is cumulative.
Yeah, it's 10 per, though. So that...
Yeah, it's up to 20 actually. It doesn't stack up to 30.
Okay, so plus 30.
It wasn't
That's what I at least
Yeah,
read earlier today.
30.
Finally.
Wow, close one.
And the sad thing is,
Oh,
I'm
actually-
probably gonna dodge
And
this.
Another Ulrich's Fury.
No,
And oh, actually, I can't dodge since I took a lot attack. That's right.
okay.
Once again, if you wanna describe a cool way that Ulfgar comes down and destroys this poor spider, go ahead.
We're basically just gonna come through and like smack into its. Where did I hit it at? Body. Smack into its backside, kind of tripping it up as I slide in. Catch you from like underneath to watch where the weaker spot would be. Watch it explode.
The freaking tradesman is just going nuts here.
Most impressive, Master Ulfgar. Sigmar smiles at Ira. Even Hoyer is impressed.
Oh, thank you. It's kind of like child's play when they start poking at you. Which is probably the point where the adrenaline stops
Yeah, as you start to feel like this horrible pain slowly in wherever it hits you. In fact, I believe since you got hit from the big spider and you were the only one, I believe.
I'm going to start healing the party now.
So, Ulfgar, roll me a toughness check.
How does that kit that I told you about work?
It gives him a reroll in toughness.
Reroll on toughness?
Yeah, reroll. If he happens to fail, I guess.
Okay. I will be in
Let me see if this has any modifiers, but I believe it's just toughness. So as you're like standing there and you feel the adrenaline just go stop, and you feel this horrible pain in your arm as you're starting to like, you feel a little lightheaded, but you manage to tough it out. And stay awake from the pain.
Okay. Tell me when I can start healing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you... You should start with the one that is more...
Yeah. First,
You want to
it's
hold it for
going to be
that?
Auruna. Give me the blood thinner. Royer! Give me the blood thinner. No, it's the green one. Hey.
Oof, that's bad enough fail that you actually hurt Aruna instead of healing her.
The green one, Froyer! The green one, I said!
So now I have how many wounds?
One
7?
less, so you actually go down to 5 wounds instead of 6.
Ow!
Forgive him. He's new. Now, who's next?
I think Dogram.
I'm fine.
I tried hitting Dolgrim, but he parried all of my attacks.
Hey, you stay away from me with that stuff.
I have alcohol.
Get away from me.
Here, use
For
those pulls.
Salty plays Sigma that he didn't take a single hit.
Huh?
Boreal quietly praises Sigma that he didn't take a hit.
7 hit points.
Do recall that Ulfgar is heavily wounded currently, I believe.
Then I use a healing poultice.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can use one of mine if you need to.
No, I got a whole bunch of them.
Did you just give me 7?
I just deleted one from my inventory. And I believe Dolgrim has a problem too?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Like, you do look at Dolgrim and he is fine, but his shield has a small dent in it.
Well, I can help with that. Maybe Froyer can.
We can deal with that later.
Yeah, I want to get out of here.
Well, we don't know that we're actually done yet, do we?
Yeah, but I'm done. Out of my 12 wounds, I only have 5. And he injured me more, so yeah, I'm done.
Yes, but if we go inside the cave, nothing dangerous will be there. Froyer said it's all good.
Yeah, we killed everything.
I would think that this large spider up here is the ultimate threat, but if anyone's willing to join me to investigate its nest, I'm happy to do so.
I'll go in with you.
Well, you sure with that injury?
I will follow the two of you and try to keep you alive.
Aruna, maybe you can salvage something from this big one up here proof of our success.
Take his head.
You look
And,
inside of the little dug-in mound there, and you see like sacks of eggs of spiders and many hatchlings, but they are not big enough to even hurt you. Like they're tiny.
Can we just cut the web around the hole so the fire won't spread outside the hole? Just like that?
Yeah, you could potentially do that. But before you do, I will allow you guys to roll perception if you wish to notice something interesting. Dolgrim, you see like a couple of corpses of like old adventurers and like guards of probably of that caravan that has been dragged in there. They're obviously dead, but you feel the temptation as you look at their bodies and some of their loot that they have.
Yeah, I'll pull the bodies out. Yeah, there's some bodies in here. It's like a couple of guards and maybe some other adventurers.
Don't touch them.
I mean,
They need a proper burial.
At
You
the
should
minimum,
not touch
they need a
them.
proper
You should
burial.
not touch them. Leave them alone.
I mumble and I wave you off and I grab the closest one and start pulling on it, cutting it free.
Yeah, you got a tree.
Go ahead, it's your funeral.
Free, and you see that this one was like a bowman, as you see like a long bow on him. You see like 4 corpses inside. 2 of them of being like guards of that caravan, and 2 of them being like some guards, town guards.
Yeah, I'll drag the bodies out. Wolfguard, give me a hand with these, huh? This is no proper resting place for a good warrior.
I agree.
And we'll pull them out, and then we'll cut the webbing so that the fire doesn't spread when we set everything alight.
Yeah.
in here.
Obviously, you can even make it like a smaller kindling so the entire area doesn't just burst into flames.
Yeah.
Kind of like funnel it. You take several minutes to do this, and does anybody even have flint and steel or tinderbox?
Somebody had a
No.
candle.
No.
I got 17 on my outdoor survival, so I don't start a fire.
Yeah, you pull
Let's
out.
see if I can.
I can do that.
I cannot do with sticks.
Well, I have 1 left remaining fate point.
Yeah, I'll burn a fate point. Try again.
Hey,
Never mind, I got to.
With enough
Or-
effort, our Runa pulls out 2 sticks and starts rubbing them together until she has a fire. It looks for a couple of minutes like she is failing at it, but she finally manages to do it.
yeah, I really need to buy some flint and steel. The old ways are not the best ones when you are in a hurry.
Any chance there's a shield among those dead guards?
Let me see if you are lucky enough.
Hold up. We don't want to loot them. We were just going to bury
Yes, we
them.
do.
Well,
Good sword.
it should be returned.
Not
back
take-
down.
Not taking the things disrespectful.
They do have a shield, but it is of poor quality as it's taken a lot of damage.
Never mind that.
Okay,
I
what
would-
else?
I would still take that because I need it for my trappings for my next class. Have I mentioned fuck the trapping system?
What else do they have?
Would anyone else?
Let me see. One of them has a simple bow of presumably great value. You have to roll either evaluate or an appropriate skill to determine its value.
As an archer, would I know what type of bow is it?
It's just a simple bow. It's like a sharp bow.
Oh, okay. But don't we have someone that is a trader or something?
I'm not a bowyer.
Oh, you're not a.
I'm not
Evaluate will still
a
work.
weapon. That's not a bowyer. But I can roll evaluate on it.
That's better than nothing.
I can also roll a basic skill check on evaluate.
When
I
Helmet
don't-
shouts that
Hey,
out,
The
Of course,
bow
that's what it
is the following.
when Helmet shouts out that last statement he did there about "Shut up, Froya," they're not from around here. I look at him, and I look around a little bit, like, who does he seem to be talking to?
Probably the spider at this point.
Because up to this point, like, he could have been yelling at any one of us.
Yeah.
Other stuff, as Ulfgar, you're looking at the corpses, you find not a piece of reft cloth.
Hey, that bow is worth a lot of money. Can pay for food and
I'm just
lunch.
gonna copy paste them if you don't mind.
I would like at least having a healing drop for myself. I'm dying.
You're not dying. You're still walking.
Alright.
Almost.
I would like the blank sheets of parchment, if that's okay with you.
Do you mind taking 10 and let me keep 2?
Okay.
I vote that we sell that bow so we buy general supplies.
I'm gonna second that opinion.
And finally they have this. Looks like the rest of their gear is unusable.
Oh, gunpowder. If you found gunpowder, is there any guns there?
You do find one, but you look at it and it's completely trashed. Like, you see the barrel, but the rest of the gun is, how to say, detached completely.
Does it look like maybe, you know, a little charring around the joints and...
Yeah, it looks like it has
blown up in the
imploded from the inside.
The barrel's bent 90 degrees.
So, what do you guys vote that we sell and what do we keep? The sheets, I think we should keep because they're blankets or whatever.
I would like to keep the shield for my trappings.
I would like to pick up the coat because I have no armor whatsoever.
Okay.
I have no armor. That's why I'm fucked. Anything is better than nothing.
How about we sell the powder, the shots, and all that?
Alright. Maybe even that bow, unless one of you has a need for it. Though I would think that your elf bows are a bit better than that.
Yeah, it's not anything special. It's just expensive.
Yeah, you did like see some engravings on it that are made of like silver that increases its value. It seems like somebody somewhat important on this bow. It's probably more in value in emotional rather than actual money value, so you might not get the 7 gold. But that's the
Maybe we
assumed
can drop
value
it
of
on
it.
the owner and return it if there's
Emotion.
any markings that have any indication of that.
Does that coat to give anything on defense?
No, it's just a coat.
Oh, I thought it actually was kind of some.
It is warm, which is nice in this part of regions when it's like windy and stuff. But since it's like late summer, it's still
It's like
really
made out of
warm.
vacuum possum.
Okay. So doesn't give any defense. I thought it
No,
was
not really. It's just
light
like
armor.
really heavy.
Nah. Then we should probably sell it.
Yeah.
Can I-
Alright.
Step
Can
over
we
the
keep-
helmet. Put
can
my
I keep
hand
the
on
air?
his shoulder.
Can I
Say
keep
what?
the earrings?
I'm sorry, what do you want to keep? The earrings?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I have
Okay.
no need for him.
My character is a female, so think she would like a pair of earrings. They're free.
Yeah, I step over the helmet and I put my hand on his shoulder. Hey, lad. You alright?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just very, very thirsty.
I'll
Do you have any water?
water skin and hold it up to him. Here.
I drink it like a madman, like I haven't been drinking for ages. I drink it all.
Alright, so most of this we're just gonna put it in party and sell it and split it in.
Mhm.
But since you have split the loot, you turn back and set the fire. Well, you already did, but you walk off back towards Eringrad, where we will pick off the next session. But if you need to shop, do it now off session. So we don't need to do that.
Okay, let's sell